Feel like I'm king of the pirates, give me the choice and I'm choosing the violence. I don't give a fuck if you like it, all of this blizzard, it get me excited. People are bling and their diamonds, look at me wrong and I'm pulling the iron. Your life is nothing to a tyrant, so we don't leave any survivors.
I ain't slept a day in my life, tunnel vision my sight. Only thing that I like, how I'm living my life. Generation 2's like, bet Luffy won't fight. I'ma get his ass right, devil fruit get swiped. Whole crew get wiped, nigga Robert too fine. Probably make her my size, stay along for the ride. Laugh tail on the rise, no shit, no surprise. And another light eye, I might send parts of my faction to go wreak some havoc. Sit back in this life as a kind of we rubs. Shit could get drastic, I hope that it happens. You could keep on living if you just give up. Psych, I never gave me a fuck. I'ma send out my shadows and bring down the sun. I'ma fuck up your life, break your dreams into crumbs. Either live by the code or you die by the gun. I know Moria mad, but it's up and it's blood. Either back the fuck up or end up in a rug. Let me tell you the facts, I'ma say how it was. It's okay to retreat if you need to re-up. Now my squad's full as fuck. If I keep it a buck, we just cannot be touched. We gon' do your team rough. I don't fuck with no love, so when pops bit the dust, I decide and I shrug. Conquerors, hockey, and ooze on my body. You thought I ain't had it, one hell of assumption. Faces rotate while my face is rotated. I feel like I'm Shiva, a god of destruction. Right hand fall in the shadows, he under. Left hand, heaven and hell start rumbling. Top 5, now I'm the go, no discussion. I won't stop running till we see the summit. I'm king of the pirates, give me the choice and I'm choosing the violence. I don't give a fuck if you like it. All of this blizzard, it get me excited. People are bling in their diamonds. Look at me wrong and I'm pulling the iron. Your life is nothing to a tyrant, so we don't leave any survivors.
Fuck you gonna do with me? Murder all you crew, too easy. Got the devil's fruit, too with me. All you bitches screw with the tools in me.
Then my brain's batter and your brain matter. Let it spray on the plate like I'm paint splatter. Any gal lies, better bank after. It's the side that Atlantis with banks captured. You should really know you really fucking with a demon. I'm God of the seas with the first mate deep. Say it be the same when the cannon start tweaking. I go overboard when your body start leaking. All of a sudden everybody wanting no beef. So why everybody trying to get on my meat? Black beard, they can't fit in my seat. I reach in the vest, everybody start screaming. Only got crooks, the crew is all season. All of they dogs, they hoes, they all heat. All of your hoes are hoes, so dog keep. All of my dogs are dogs, they all heat. Ruthless, I don't sleep. When it goes down, I'm nose deep. When it goes down, they know me. No anchor, you can't hold me. What makes you think I give a fuck? I killed the only man I ever loved, and my trigger finger never stop. And when they get the cracking, better duck. All you bitches, burn out on your block. All this talk about peace, got one burning rubber when I let it bust. Boy, you catch a fast 9 in a rush, bitch. I am the one, I am the captain. Oh, you my son, you can take the morality. I get it dug out of bounty, but nobody claiming the sun. Get you locked in the brick, you can't do what I did. Need no blink when your grip is the lunar recluse. When I see when I walk, as I shoot from the hip, and the body keeps stacking accumulative.
You're muted.
All
there
right.
you go.
How you doing, man?
Your music choice is always so fucking bad, Crow.
My music choices are fucking amazing because we're all nerds here.
Don't have a
not really
heart attack today, please.
Wait, who's this?
Hello, it is I.
Oh dear God.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, whoa! I like the approach. It's unique. It's new, and yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that shit I was doing at the beginning of our runs, like a while back.
People
He's
upload so many terrifying variants of my avatar on my server. It's a little much.
Yeah. That's
This is one of the Tabor ones.
This is a little disturbing.
Did you know the winner's point of view talked about us for a bit? Well, not you, Crow, because you weren't there, but like us.
Okay, all right. Tell Papa Crow what happened.
Oh, he systematically destroyed me, John and Aura, and Technicals, of course. Yes, because he's everyone's kryptonite.
Okay.
Augie was having a good time in the 150 chat, the 150 people that are saying, Augie, you're right. And he got rid of everyone that said he was wrong. So it must be nice to see like a box of people telling you you're right and then getting rid of the other people. So Grimsy came in and he just shat on Augie and then he got banned. I came in and I didn't even shit on Augie. I was like, okay, so Grimsy said some shit like, Technicals told me you were 4 lemon, and I think he's right. and then Augie fucking yeeted him.
Grizzly's takes on the
Wait, oh
technical
my
thing have
God,
been
no
fucking
way.
fire.
I
No
came
fucking
in
way.
after because I wanted to be nice because, as you know, I'm the nice one here, and I was like,
You're nice to Augie.
common Augie W, and then he banned me and he said, "Ban the cloud
Oh
chaser."
God. Wait, hold
He's
on.
falling.
This is all on the same night that he ducks the debate with technicals.
This
Yeah,
is really
he
sad.
decided to hang
I'm
out
gonna
with
be
the
completely
comments.
honest. Like, these were the same people who were criticizing Deaf Noodles for like creating an echo chamber,
I know.
and now they're doing the same thing. And I'm gonna I was gonna do some other things tonight, but like I want to completely air out my honest thoughts because this is just fucking pathetic. Like all around this entire situation, I just want to ask, like, who actually like genuinely cares about this? Because like after I had my little like moment that one stream, I started reflecting on shit, like this entire situation. I'm finding it really fucking hard to actually care about this shit. Is anybody in the same boat with me?
Well, I mean, I care, but it's like in a way where it's like, ooh,
But do
I'm
you
rooting
actually
for
like
those
care?
people
Like,
to
do you
lose.
care like about like Zero, about Zaptai, about Technicals or Dior?
Nah,
or
man,
any
I
of
don't really
these
give a fuck
fuckers?
about children. I mean,
No.
what?
Oh, okay, that's pretty base. But no, like honestly, like how many people actually care about what's going on, and how many people are getting angry just because it's for their favorite creator or something?
Well,
Because
I mean,
I guarantee
Redstein,
you.
let me put it like this. I'm because I'm streaming right now, right? On this video for like the second time because we didn't finish it the first time.
Yeah.
All right. Look, I obviously care about it, right?
No, I know you do. I'm
But-
just saying, like, I'm talking about like just the entire community in general.
Let me explain just for a second here. If you don't care about the subject, right? And I don't mean you specifically. I just mean like in general, right? If you don't care about the subject, I have no clue why you're still talking about it. I don't care why you're so invested in it.
I'm not invested.
No, I didn't say you. I'm not saying you.
You didn't say you.
I'm saying like
Chill.
the people that you're referring to when you're like, who? How do I say it? You're like, who's just talking about it because it's a content creator that they're following, right? And like, I think there's a lot of people that are just doing that. They have like these absurdly stupid fucking takes. I see them like they'll get a bunch of attention on like a tweet, right? They'll tweet something that's just like, fuck this guy, yada yada yada, for X reason here. And they'll get a bunch of attention on it. And then someone will challenge them, and you'll just see their brains are fucking mashed potatoes because they've been fighting this fucking battle for so fucking long. And they have no clue why they're fighting it. They're just doing it because they know that they have to. And they don't have any consistency in their takes and their points. Their logic is completely fucking flawed and absurd. You see, like, I mean, the coping is just insane.
Yes,
I mean, let me put it like this, right? I see like one guy go, "Oh, this video has no fucking all these fucking points are stupid," and then spends 2 days like researching a fucking document to put together to respond to it. I'm like, okay, like, do you not realize you look like a fucking idiot right now? Then like, this is
I
my
think the
point.
simplest thing is like Keystar says, you debate today or you lose automatically, and he said no.
It's been unhinged though. Like,
No,
it's
that's
been
what I'm
fucking
saying.
unhinged.
I had this thought, and I thought I'd share it because it's literally like, who actually genuinely cares about this? Because
The people that are invested in Augie's community and the people that are invested in Tech's community, basically.
Yeah, no, but 90%, I guarantee you, 90% of everybody.
He's saying
like,
like who actually cares about the Zero situation?
Who cares about
Who
the,
actually
nobody
cares?
because it's
Nobody.
from that. No, everyone.
Yeah, no, nobody
away
cares.
from that.
And I don't know, man. Like, I was drawn to the commentary community because I thought like, oh, these guys are like edgy. They seem to have like good arguments and stuff like that. And ever since, and I'm gonna say this, ever since I have kind of gotten the other side, not the audience perspective, but the like creator's perspective, and I was starting to get made aware of some of the shit these people pull behind the scenes, I really started questioning a lot. I started it started making sense why some people were coming to me in DMs after that Repzilla video saying, why are you sourcing some of these guys? They're bad news. You need to stay away from them. Yeah, no, it's actually kind of sad because I was like, why are you saying that? Like, these guys
I've
have
seen
good arguments
so
and stuff.
many people get blackpilled to commentary. Even
No,
people,
and here's the other thing.
people who like adamantly defend them, like, I don't know, in 2018 to me, like it takes a year or two for them to just come back to me and say, you know what, dumb Alec, you were a smart Alec, you were right this whole time.
No,
It
and
fucking
you know what's
happens
really
all the
sad?
time.
You know what's really fucking sad is like I see Zabtai in this situation, who has made it very clear he doesn't want to be like a part of it at all. Like, but he's still being mentioned by both parties. And I was in a call with a couple creators who haven't really made their stance public, and it's really sad. And I'm gonna just say this: he's basic. Zabtai is basically being used as a trophy by the commentary guys. They're basically parading him around, being like, look at this guy. He's our biggest accomplishment or whatever. And then the detractors and people who disagree with them are going to use that as a weapon.
You mean, honestly,
they're being weapon. Zabtai's being weaponized both ways.
To be
and
fair,
it's really fucking
he didn't
sad.
need to come back. To be fair,
he didn't have to. But like,
yeah,
here's the thing. It's like he's being weaponized.
Look, I'm not even gonna do the he's being weaponized shit, because he had a little voiceover in one of Diorio's videos as this shit was going on. So like he's clearly okay buddying up certain people.
I don't feel bad for Zabtai.
I don't.
Yeah,
I really fucking don't.
I'm not gonna pretend
he put himself
either.
in this situation. Yes, I don't feel that bad when he goes around telling people that he's a fucking like what was it, sociopath? Right, he's a fucking sociopath, and then they tell people he's a sociopath because he fucking said it, and then you run around criticizing the people that called him a sociopath. No, I don't. I'm not doing this shit, right? Yes, I feel bad for him because the shit that happened to him was wrong, right? But I don't feel sorry for him because he put himself in those situations. Like the shit, like dude, the 16-year-old sending the messages they sent were like, I don't think he's a pedophile, but like,
yeah, isn't the Oreo law like one and done? If you did the offense once, there's like, it's fine. Like
I don't care. I don't care what I don't care what their stance is on these subjects, because they're so
I do, because I
want
to use the logic against them.
How many of these creators actually care about Zabtai?
Inconsistent. I just don't fucking give a shit.
How many of these people actually give a shit about him? Because it seems like they like parading him around as a trophy.
They fucking don't.
The Oreo sells out his friends.
That's literally what these people and I were talking about.
By Tommy's own word, he was going to sell him out too. Do you really think you can trust the Oreo as a friend? Like, at this point, come on, man.
Well, Redsky, I know why you already said why you went into commentary. Let me say why, which really puts in perspective.
I got blackpilled. That's basically what happened.
Well, I always hated commentary channels, but I was mostly just ignoring them until 2018, where I just kept seeing shit with Tom specifically. So sadly, the only way to if you're going to make a long video criticizing someone in commentary, that's making a commentary video. So I just kept getting deeper into a hole over and over again. Just keep finding terrible commentary channels with terrible logic that are being paraded around. This was hilariously retarded.
This is your it's rape time moment.
Dude, you know what the fucking gayest shit is? Like, they do the stupid ass ratio shit where they know they could get a ratio. They don't do the ratio shit where they know they won't get a ratio. It's like, you guys are fucking stupid. Like, laughing my ass off plus ratio. I mean, he ratioed you pretty good, dude. Like, on Twitter, where you guys were like, you know, I'm just saying.
Imagine giving a shit about ratios.
Like, not even their fucking ratio shit.
You know what? I wasn't gonna say this, but I just think it was kind of funny because I told Sun this a little while ago. Basically, what commentary has turned into is just a conglomerate of autistic people who want to call people pedophiles. That's basically all it is at this point.
It was all of that except for the pedophile part for like ever.
Look, I want to talk about this because like I saw people discussing Zombie Fox's tweet and everything, and I'm going like,
oh yeah,
look,
his tweet blew up.
I'm like, look, they had this like moral stance, right? I think Augie had the hardest on this shit about how Zero can't be allowed back on the platform and shit like that, and you know it's dangerous, and like how can you support it? That type of shit, right? And it wasn't just Augie. I mean, you had like other content creators that took that approach to it. Meanwhile, Technicals is trying to get fucking Nairo banned. And they called that a distraction, right? A guy who actually fucked children. They called it a distraction that they were trying to get him banned.
Well, I have
Because,
a better
you know,
example.
I don't even.
I have a
oh my
better
God.
example for you. Okay,
Yeah,
as,
sure.
as the avid Augie RFC watcher that watches both Twitch and YouTube, one of the things Augie said while he was going over the Advil video, right? He was like, "I just don't think Technical can talk about this shit anymore. I don't think he can do it." And so basically, he's taking a jab at the credibility. So you could say that they are kind of affecting Technicals' attempt to ban Nairo or get him off wherever the fuck he's from, because I know he's living it up pretty well right now, right? To an extent. So you could make the argument that yes, your meddling or your petty grudge or whatever will have an effect on that, because you're actively going on public platforms saying that, oh yeah, Technicals, this guy ain't legit. There's no way he can handle his allegations. You can't trust him. You can't trust him to handle these things.
Okay, I have something to kind of add to that too. Another thing I've noticed is there are like, obviously there's the people on Twitter who are fighting for their favorite creators honor or whatever, but no, I'm being serious. But there are some people, because of these narratives that are being pushed, that genuinely think that they're doing a good thing and that they are trying to make a difference. And that, like, it eerily reminds me of the shit T channels pull, like the T channel audiences.
Well,
And
I mean,
like,
I never get into it.
Here's the thing. It backs up what Willie Max said. T channels and commentary channels are the same fucking thing.
He straight up said it.
Yes,
And he
Willie
was
Max
the
said that. Those are his
anti-T
words,
channel
not mine.
guy
That's
for like a
exactly
while.
the same thing.
That was like his shtick for a bit. He was like making 4 anti-T channel videos in a row or something. How many? Like
that was his arc. That's where he grew to like 85,000.
And I don't know, like I'm also noticing that there's some people, like it's almost like a hive mind at this point. Like,
oh yeah,
what I'm seeing, the Diorio
Twitter
versus Technicals is very similar to just two celebrities and their fan bases going at it. It's pretty fucking sad.
Well, I mean, I'm just surprised by anyone being surprised by this shit at this point. It's just getting monotonous to me.
I don't know. I'm like mentally checked out at this point. Like I really couldn't give a shit about any.
I
of
never
these
get
people
into
anymore.
drama in a way to like defend someone. I'm like, okay, so which of you is the bigger retard? I'm not gonna be on anyone's side. I'm just gonna be more against someone else.
You know, Redsky, one thing I am going to say though, and this is the other side. I care about it because the actual situation with Zero, the situation with Nairo, right? Like I've looked into those myself, so I have a reason to actually care about it. As far as like another reason for people who aren't that invested in those cases, you've had individuals within the commentary community who have, you know, built their reputation off of their, you know, how do I say it? They built their reputation off of, you know, their morality, their integrity, their reputation defines them. And they behave like fucking children for roughly, actually, no, I think a little bit over a month now, refusing.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Holy
Refusing
shit.
to just acknowledge that you can have a difference of a fucking opinion. You don't need to be an asshole about it. Dragging somebody's brother into the situation. I've heard like every fucking justification for it in the fucking book. And let me be very clear. If what you did was so fucking I'm going to say morally righteous, but morally neutral. What you did was so morally fucking neutral. You wouldn't have had to come up with 10 fucking reasons for why you fucking did it. Like, holy shit. Right? Even your fucking audience doesn't know why you fucking did it.
Well,
they give you,
they'll
give you like 20 fucking reasons.
It was the drawing parallels thing, right?
Yeah, sure. It was the drawing parallels, and then
well,
it was because we had to expose the Technicals isn't a good person.
The argument. They opened that door to make that argument. So I don't know why they were so taken aback with the Zaptai thing. It's just as fucking lackluster. Oh, I'm drawing parallels with Zaptai then. Why can't I do that? You made the rules. I'm just following them.
And to be clear, like
they can't even follow their own rules. Let's just be clear.
You're idiots. That's why. I try to be look. I try to be like, all right, they're not that bad, but it's like day after day after day after day. You get like a little knife in the back of your neck, and it's like Jesus Christ.
I mean, they basically started with Wake Up YouTube. Like, come on, that's not a good precedent.
How embarrassing is it though for John Swan to be fucking firing up another fucking live stream will his friends talk about, oh, you know, John Swan, yeah, go John Swan, and he puts it on fucking sub only mode. Bro, like you open that up as a
I won't give
total
John
bitch.
too much for that because I've seen big creators do sub only mode too.
Yeah, and I think that they're fucking bitches when they do it.
It's
Over
to
Kana
filter.
did it.
It's
What
to
do you
filter
mean?
people. I don't know. I see it as a way to filter people. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, hold on. Did he do it when he was like doing those live streams on the trial?
I don't remember. I remember he did it though. Somebody like there's Twitter was like, "Why are you putting it on sub only mode? Piece of shit! I want to talk." Like, okay, whoa. But yeah,
maybe that was like.
I guess if you want to add nuance, it'd be like, well, in his
Look,
case, it would probably to prevent raids. In John's case, it would probably be to censor like criticism or something. That's the nuance, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, you know, John Swan did it because he doesn't want people coming in that disagree with him flooding his chat. Because he comes across like an absolute fucking weasel in Technical's video. Like an absolute fucking weasel. And he is a weasel. He's always been a fucking weasel. Nothing's changed with this guy. Like, here's the thing, right? These idiots want to fucking latch themselves back on a fucking John Swan so he can do their fucking edits and shit, right? He's a fucking weasel, though. Everything he fucking does is a weasel fucking move. Everything he's done since he's come back has been a weasel fucking move. The only thing he actually, sorry. There was one thing, and that was Kai Weiss. And to be clear, had he have lost that, I mean, then yes,
is that
the bar
even
would have actually been
possible?
lower. I don't think it would be, right? Even John Swan can't fuck that one up. But like, if that's what I'm supposed to base his fucking redemption on, is the fact that he, now he's saying that Technicals and him weren't even friends, and I'm going, oh my goodness, they were never friends, guys. So it's okay. John Swan's behaving this way again. Like, Jesus Christ.
I think he's not acting as bad as before. I think he's learned a little bit. I haven't seen him be as like boastful, egotistically boastful as like Augie and Nick.
He's less abrasive now.
Yeah, he's not
Well,
that.
Yeah, because he's not
taking it
growing
slow.
anymore.
He's taking it slow, you know.
Because he stopped growing.
Well, another thing is like
Probably humbled
people think of like learning lessons as getting morally better, but one thing I've definitely noticed is like sometimes you're just like getting better at being a subtle scumbag, you know? That's what I see with like teen commentary channels. It's like they just, as they grow older and become more adult, a lot of them, they don't become more moral. They just become better at hiding their sleazy behavior, but they do the exact same thing, but they don't do it as bluntly.
Like Nick at 24 is better than sleazy Nick at 19 or 20 whenever he came up the shot from the point. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Nick hides his, like, I'll just say, even if he blocked me today, he's still better than pretty much all of them, right? He is, and
he's pretty clever and swift when he
he's
does
crafty.
things.
You know, he makes up for like the fact that he can't run in real life.
Well, since Boblax has blocked me, what's been Boblax's take on all this?
He's just been neutral. He's been pretty neutral. He's like, it sucks that both of my friends are fighting and shit.
No, hold on. There was that one bitch who like pushed him over the edge.
Oh yeah,
that one fucking.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh wait, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
like,
it was a random account. She's gone now, but she was basically trying to call him out and be like, "You're such a fence-sitting pussy. I hate you." And then Josh got mad. And
Gribsy's right. It's like, of course you're gonna fence it when these are your two sides.
I thought Cordwit was the best. He goes like, "Oh, Technical's video, there's some good points in it, and you know, I can definitely see his perspective." And like, then he puts out another tweet. I think it was like an hour or so later. Guys, stop DMing me. I didn't say his video. Stop trying to debunk it. Like, stop. And I'm like, oh my god, Cordwit. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. These are the people that that I'm supposed to be taking seriously, mauling out over fucking Technical's video. Like spamming people in DMs. How could you say it was good? How could you say it at a good point? Like,
I see it like as weakness from like Augie, especially because he's supposed to be like.
I'm just disappointed.
We know Nick is the most powerful man in terms of what he can get done, right? You know, but Augie's supposed to be like the most powerful man in general. He's boastful, you know, he's arrogant. He's telling you to kneel, and you know, Keem's like.
I don't know. I think the whole filtering comments
doing prep work now. I mean, you're doing your homework, and then Augie's like, "No, I'll just play Halo." I think. you know. And then later on, surprise stream with Connor. Hey, Connor's streaming, guys. Connor, look at Connor, my best friend, you know, my bestie. You know, you go
Everyone's
into chat,
kryptonite.
150 people there, you know, they're sucking Augie's dick, and Connor, oh, Connor, you're relevant again. Oh my God, we're gonna pretend to like you. And you know, Augie getting rid of everyone he dislikes, right? Like me, Grimsy, and like, you know, God forbid anyone else, you know, saying, hey, so why didn't you take Keemstar up on his debate thing today, right? Yeah, so there you go.
This
That's
is all
that's
just
not
really-
weakness at all.
I
That's
mean-
not weakness at all, though.
It's sad.
I guess I was wrong when I did. I forgot what I predicted Augie would do in response to the Keemstar thing. I think I said he would have I forget, but like I know what he should have done. He should have at least like denied it, but like at least bitched out Keem and say, "Hey, you just in the middle of the fucking night just told me to debate him at 8 p.m. of the same fucking day or the next fucking day. We're going to schedule it at least. Give me a bit more time. Good God." Like I would have at least bitched about that if I
What
was.
are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
I just
zoned out, but like real talk,
Me
optimism,
too.
you gotta work on that.
Well, hold on, guys, gentlemen. I have an update on my loss of monetization.
Oh,
So I got an email from YouTube. I figured I would check. And we have reviewed your appeal for the following content. Homewrecker accuses H2O Delirious of trying to kidnap children. After taking another look, we can confirm that your content does not violate our sex and nudity policy.
Oh wow,
What?
that's
Yep.
what they hit you for.
that's what it got flagged for.
No,
You're just-
I got hit for cyberbullying and harassment
Oh.
by
Of course.
an individual who I was covering in that video. Now I don't know if it was Homewrecker or H2O Delirious, but somebody seems to think that I'm a bit of a bully. So,
I
anyways,
wonder who it could be.
I mean, that would
That-
at
that
least
was-
make sense.
I had that on my channel, and I was told, okay, this is just a warning, right? And because it's a warning, it doesn't affect your channel, nothing, right? Then later, I get my monetization just pulled outright, okay? And I'm like, well, this doesn't make any sense. And then I get like this Twitter reply from fucking YouTube going like, you need to, you can't apply for monetization if you have any warnings. Or so. I'm like, oh my fucking God, right? Is that what this shit is? So I've appealed it. They've removed it. We're good there. Now I just want my monetization back. Oh, and they released the video, so now it's back on the channel, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's
Wait,
good
so you got
news?
your monetization back or
Okay.
No. They just reached a decision on this appeal on a community guideline strike that I got.
Okay. Well, when was this? Like, I didn't even know you had a guideline strike. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like in November, but it said it was just a warning. So I was like, okay, I can just ignore this because it says it doesn't affect the fucking channel.
Okay.
That's bullshit because apparently it fucking does. Apparently YouTube then used that as justification to pull my monetization outright. And I think that's what happened. Somebody obviously reported something else, but yeah.
My warning is, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is normal. Warnings stick around forever, I think.
Yeah, look,
Weird.
it's gone now. It's gone now. So like I can like message YouTube back on Twitter and just go like, hey, so you guys reverse the strike on the channel. I literally have a clean record. Please restore my monetization. Fucking hell. Let me go beg the paymasters. Let me go beg the paymasters for some shekels. I need some shekels, team YouTube.
You need nothing. Fuck you. Let me
Let's see
see.
the email update saying the appeal had reached decision, not for monetization, just the,
And some side news. Did you know your brother turned on Ethan Van Scott?
Yeah, explain
Oh
to me
my
what
God.
happened there.
Oh my.
So basically, the legendary one went ahead and he, I think he was a little mad that Ethan might have said, "Yeah, I don't wish this on anyone but Vicky and Dean." So I think he got a little mad at that, and so he waited for quartering. He was sucking quartering's dick a little bit, right? That's basically
Oh dear.
sum it up.
Oh
Vicky was
yeah,
sucking
Quartering
Quartering's dick.
ghosted me after he wanted to see my Google Doc.
That's basic. I respect that. But anyway, back to So he fucking went ahead and he sucked Quartering's cock a little bit and Lofty Pixel because I think they're the editor for Quartering or they have something to do with Quartering, right? From the Flashcast, right? You know who that Lofty Pixel person is, right?
Yeah, he's Quartering's editor.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. So he was sucking them and Quartering off, and they were saying how Ethan, or your brother, I believe he was like, Ethan's a pussy, shit like that, right? So he was taking a lot of shots at Ethan Van Sciver. I don't know what happened. I don't know what could have happened, but yeah, your brother was feeling really froggy that night. It was kind of funny. I got bored after though, like I left after like I gave him like 10 minutes of watch time and then I left. But it was kind of funny. It was like he was calling Ethan a pussy and he was like giggling. Like, you know how he does like a girl? He giggles and he goes, Tee! Yeah, he was doing that. It was funny. It was okay.
How does your brother suck so much, Crow? Jesus Christ.
Why did he stab Ethan in the back? Oh, never mind.
Well, he stabbed.
When is he not
He
stabbed
stabbed
people in
everybody
the
in the
back? Jesus
back.
Christ.
It's like he stabs literally everyone in the back. Well,
I don't know why he thinks sucking up to the Quartering is going to do him any good, because the thing is, Quartering is still friends with everybody there, right? Except for Ethan. He doesn't like Ethan because of the shit that happened. Okay, so Ethan was doing his fucking comic book. He was doing his fundraiser for a comic book, and Quartering took a shot at him. I don't know why. It came in out of nowhere. Quartering basically said that his book would never reach the same sales that the first one had. And honestly, because Quartering said that, a lot of people went and started buying the book, you know, en masse, just to shut the Quartering up. And his book like did gangbusters, right? So I don't know how much Quartering's stupid little feuding helped out with that, but Ethan seems to think it gave him a little bit of a boost at least. So I have to go and sit there and say, because of that, EVS and Quartering do not get along, period, whatsoever. I think it's ridiculous on Quartering's part because he was wrong, right? And he just needs to like fucking man up and take it. But like, you know, as far as Dean goes, like he's stabbed everybody in the back, and Quartering's not gonna like fucking turn around, notice this like little fucking ant on the ground. Well, he's still friends with all these other individuals, and Dean's like fucked over some of these people too. So it's like you've got a bad reputation with everybody. Like,
lost count of the numbers of people that he's done this to, but like the two top ones, I guess, would be Tenaple, right? Tenaple was the first, and then it was now EBS, right? Is like the second one, right?
I mean, Tenaple like gets around too. Like he talks with a lot of these content creators. You know, like Dean really did that guy dirty. And he did that with a lot of people. So I'm like,
But yeah, that's why I'm wondering. Like when he's like blaming us for everything that happens in his life that's bad, right? It's like you do know you fucked over like various people, right, in this YouTube space, and we're not even counting like outside of YouTube, but you fucked over a lot of people. Why is it just us that are having like a good time, just chilling with these people on stream? You know, why is it us that's doing this? Like in your mind, like, dude, we got better things to do. What the fuck?
I honestly don't know what it's about. I wish
always bitching about the same shit too. Like, oh, my brother doesn't love me. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Get over it. Grow up. I don't fucking know. You're 28. Gotta fucking do it sometime.
I mean, I don't. Not for the shit that happened with my wife. I fucking don't. Like, fuck off, kid. Like, you had every chance to fucking grow up. You had every chance to be a fucking man, and you failed in every fucking aspect of it. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I get things get hard. I get things get difficult. And don't get me wrong. It's always okay to reach out to family for help. Like, I mean, I get that. I've done that. There's no shame in it, right? Just pay that debt back to people, right? Like, but you know, you're what, 28 now, and it's still all of this shit. You don't have anybody's like a real fucking friend. I mean, I guess Vicky, but like, I mean, like,
she's
dude,
so
that's
his girlfriend, bro. Chill. She met your mom, apparently.
Dude, when is he gonna backstab her?
You
nah.
I mean, that's a relationship, bro. Come on.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
want her as a
look.
sister-in-law. Jesus Christ, I'd make sure to split them up ASAP.
Yeah, I'm just
Dude,
like,
she's crusty.
It is pretty crusty.
yeah. Look, I don't.
Well,
You
I just
know,
want to keep you up to date.
There's a seat for every ass, and that's
I'm still pulling for him.
That's the
I'm still
metaphor
pulling.
that
He'll
I'm gonna
make
go
it
for.
one day, bro. He'll do it one day.
Sure.
So, yeah. So let's get back to the main topic.
Yeah. So, anyways, I want to jump into the video because we are like at midnight. We're ending the stream, and I am going to sleep because I found out I go like work an hour early for a meeting.
Oh damn.
Yeah, sucks. But first, before we begin, might I remind you all that we had this terrible thing happen to our channel. Sen, do you remember what happened to our channel?
No, what happened? You got demonetized?
Yes, I got demonetized. It was terrible. It's the worst thing that's ever occurred to anybody. I mean, yes, some people do get AIDS. Some people do get cancer. And these are terrible things, horrible things. 100%. Some people starve to death, literally cannot feed themselves. But let's be real. The worst thing that's ever happened to anybody is us getting our monetization removed. And if you want to support us through this tyranny from a certain content creator who's
name we shall not say.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to talk about the person. It's been done. It's been sorted. This was clearly an old strike, so I'm sure that maybe this was just somehow something that he forgot he did or something. I don't know.
Always safe to blame Susan.
Look, I will say this. I feel like a real YouTuber now because I'm begging my audience. Please, guys, please. How does DSP beg for money? Does he like?
I don't know. Cry on a live stream for 9 hours.
One thing he does is like he almost completes a game that he was commissioned to, but he quits because it's too hard at the final boss. And then
good. Okay, guys, I got Pokemon here. Okay, all right.
Fucking log ass game too.
So guys, that's the patreon.com/Crow of Judgment because I never fixed the title.
It says Crows of Judgment on there.
No, Crows of Judgment is the name of the YouTube channel. I know it's a little confusing, but it's patreon.com/Crow of Judgment. There you go. Link is there. You go, guys. So yes, while we're demonetized, supporting us on Patreon is a big help. And guys, if you joined up on the Patreon recently, I have the Discord channels created now. Send me a DM on Discord, and I can go ahead and give you the new ranks. And I have the images uploaded to Discord, and I'm a little bit embarrassed because it's a project that I am really working hard on, and so is Kat. So anyways, you can support us on patreon.com where we're completely demonetized, but hopefully there will be some good news because I got that strike reversed. Yay.
Wait, on the subject of the video. So Sen, I saw on Twitter, so Augie was just watching Connor's stream of technicals. Wait,
no. So Connor was doing damage control. I'm sorry, no, it wasn't damage control. He was just laughing at how incompetent we are. So he watched John's stream, right? We had technicals on John's stream, Toy Bounty Hunters, and we were going over basically how Augie was going and justifying the zap tie and Red Kiwi's thing and da. Basically, we were just making fun, having fun, having a good time, and I don't know. Connor didn't like that, so he was like looking at the stream. He was going over like what he needed to go over to get us. And Augie was having a good time. He was like, he was laughing. He was going LOL. He was going BTFO.
When he should have been arguing with technicals.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we don't talk about that though. It's okay. Wait, but one person that did talk about that got banned, by the way. So
it's honestly weird. It's always wild when it's like that's another thing I've noticed in dramas is like at first, for the first large part of it, people are stupid, but you at least see the logic. But near the end, they start like making decisions that are like, they almost feel calculatedly terrible. Like, what is the thing I could do to make myself look like as much of a bitch as possible? Like, go on my way. Like, really try to make myself look as bad as possible. Like, you'd have to try. It's like, how do you do that? I'm almost
if you're high school, it's okay.
He was I would like what it looked like is he was hiding behind Connor, and Connor was like, he was basically like, hey Connor baby, it's your time to shine, come out. and and Augie's chilling at the mod, right? He's a mod. He's hanging out in the chat, and he's getting rid of anyone that's talking against him. Basically, he got rid of Grimsy too. Grimsy was like, "Your technicals told me you're 4'11," and I think he's right. Gone. You know, I said after that, I was like, "Comment Augie W." I was gone after that for whatever reason. I was just being nice, and then you know, Connor proceeded to dissect me, Aura, and John. Like
That's got to be like the.
This is just
Banning
sad.
He won
banning
because he's
someone-
kryptonite, man.
Yeah.
Do you think he did that because I was right that he did all the homework for Augie and he just had to
Maybe.
fucking...
Maybe. Yeah, because he was like, you know,
I mean, I guess it was his research, so he had to dissect the video, right? Like, fucking, like,
yeah, well, I mean, he took it
they
personal.
shat on my research. Like, fucking,
Yeah, or
The research was so good, he should have just went to argue tech about it again.
no, dude, it must be very easy to do that. You know, you can fucking easily argue your fucking points against the guy who provided the source material.
I didn't have anything wrong with it because it's like, oh, it's Connor's time to shine, baby. It's every time.
Connor's time to shine. There is no time to shine for Connor, dude. The only time to fucking shine is when the sun rises. That's about it.
It's like this guy, man. He's something. I think.
Dude, all right. Like, this is what I know about the deal. This is all I know about Connor.
You or Connor, Redsky. Who has more subs? I'm curious.
Connor does.
I actually don't know. I don't know anything about Connor.
Yeah, that's a tough. It's crazy.
I don't know anything about Connor. This is what I know about Connor. He's Augie's roommate.
3.93K subs.
What does Redsky have?
3.7.
3.7. Why does it matter?
Oh, you're that close? What the fuck? Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
We got everyone subscribe to Redsky to have him overtake the horse
Jesus
fucker.
Christ.
Damn.
Shut up, smart Alec. You still have a smaller sub count than him.
Well,
Also sub to me to
Who the fuck do you think you are, Mr. 1K over here? Yeah.
will make me Mr. 2K, everyone.
Before I head out though, Crow, do you have that clip of Tommy C at the end of that one stream where he says the thing?
I don't think he knows what you're talking about.
Oh, does he not?
He wasn't in the call with us last night.
Oh.
No, it's okay.
Or do you have the clip?
I'm making
Or
this.
you'll make it. Yeah.
I'm making
This is another reason why I'm like, yeah, this
is another reason why
really
I love
pathetic.
Did Redsky have another meltdown? Did I miss another meltdown from
No.
Redsky?
No, not
I
yet.
went full black pill moment.
All right. I'm playing. I'm gonna start up on the video now that we're here.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay for that video clip because damn, that was something.
Let's see.
It's Dickachu.
Volume's too low.
What the fuck? I forgot about this part.
We genuinely don't have any idea whether things like you're worth getting arrested for were a joke or not because we only see what Heather wanted us to see. Before you say, oh, who joke about something like that, let me help remind you that I just vindicated a YouTuber who told the girl it's rape time in the DMs.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same at all. Unless he said it's rape time and she said rape me. I don't think those are comparable at all.
This was your it's rape time moment.
I'd be so fucking pissed if.
Sorry, I went back because I want to play that clip. Dude, that shit was hilarious.
Which part? I missed it.
It's rape time.
Oh, I missed it.
This is your it's rape time moment. I'm talking to a guy who's being accused of being a fucking pedophile. Let's bring up this is your it's rape time moment. I mean, I completely out of fucking context. Holy shit. Oh man, that's amazing.
Sandy, you got the clip.
Amazing.
What clip? No, I'm making a video with that.
Oh, should I just say what it is?
No, it'll ruin the surprise.
I don't know. Give me the clip.
I don't know. It was
making a video
a good
on
moment. If you're not gonna show it, I'm just gonna.
No. Oh, just
within 2 days after the tech video dropped, with it, I was gonna make a video on just all of the double standard stuff, and in a day I got 60 pages into a script. It's fucking ridiculous.
Jesus Christ!
This keeps
do you
happening.
Have anything else to do with your time?
He's autistic. Give him a break.
Sen, you're retarded.
Okay, Mr.
Oh my
Autism.
God!
I hate you.
At least I'm not retarded.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Well,
let's continue the video
because I got other things I need to do right now.
All right, Redsker. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Redsky.
Goodbye, crab. There you go.
Oh, God, I have my energy back. All right, let's go.
Someone said that while defending me.
So without Zaptai knowing her proper age, it's entirely possible that he had considered this at the time. And to expand upon that anymore would really be condemning Zaptai for a thought crime.
Thought crime? This isn't 1984. Even if we write that off as a joke, where's the joke here? Still waiting to get filled in on that punchline here. Now, stop me if I'm mistaken, because I don't have a law degree, but I think it'd be a little bit more than a thought crime if he had sex with a 14-year-old. Hey, officer, what's the big deal? She told me she was 16, and that's the age of consent. Yeah, that's not how that works. Think about it. You're 2 years into college, sitting around your dorm room thinking, you know what? I could really go for some junior pussy. You know, junior mint's no mint. So around 2:30, when you know they're getting out, you just kind of survey the crowd. You're thinking to yourself, well, I'm at a high school. This is a high school setting, and context does matter. So you take your pick of the most fertile jailbait, make sure as fuck you're in Washington, and just go to town. Disregard the fact that this is in Twilight, and doing so would be incredibly illegal in 19 other states. It being legal doesn't make it morally correct. I mean, the age of consent in Angela is 12. I don't think legality is the argument you want to be making here, unless it's in defense of him not knowing that she was 16, which is not the case.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing here? Why am I supposed to be within 100 feet of here? Those are kids. It's legal in the state of Washington, you fucking asshole. Why are you still recording me? It's legal.
It's legal.
Yo, what the? Zaptai! Let her go! Let her go! God damn, you got away again.
Fucking stupid. That's great.
Yeah, that was great. Look, I mean, I've said it like from the beginning, like you need to look at both the legality and the morality of a situation, right? And because part of that is if someone's like knowingly breaking the law too, or knows that they may be doing that, I think it's important context to, you know, their behavior as a whole versus somebody who maybe is not breaking the law, but what they're doing is still morally repugnant, right?
They're both slippery slopes, dude, because people have different morals. People have different moral values, so you can look at shit differently. You know? Same thing with like getting off legally doesn't mean that you're like, you know, you didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like O.J. Simpson.
Yes. Or what's his name? Zimmerman, right? I guess. I don't know. Fucking whatever.
Now get political. What about Rittenhouse?
Oh yeah. Well, Rittenhouse didn't do shit wrong, so fuck it. Like,
You know, but like I'm just like, you need to take a look at both, right? And you need to have some nuance when you look at it.
There has to be a middle ground. There has to be balance. Like, you know, there has to be some form of middle ground. That's what happened with the pyrocynical thing, right?
Yeah.
What he did was inappropriate, but you can't go around calling him a fucking pedophile if you can't prove it.
Well, and I think in the, you know, and to be fair, in the Zero case, right, you do have a confession, right? You do have a confession. However, you also have him confessing to things that we know never actually happened, right?
And you have a lawsuit too. You have a fucking lawsuit.
Yeah, and that's the other one.
That he has to fucking prove himself, dude. So.
Well, that's the thing. Like gosh, it's not like a situation where he's being put on trial for the things that she accused him of, right? He's going to court and suing for defamation. The burden of proof is on him. He needs to prove that she knowingly lied, right? And if he can't do that, he doesn't have a case, right? Even if he can go ahead and say, like, look, officer, or look, jury,
it's illegal
whoever.
in Chile. It's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal in Chile. But no, like, even if he goes into court and says, look, she can't prove it, right? So it's illegal for her to say it. That's not how it works. She can say it. She can say whatever she fucking wants, right?
He's a public figure.
Yeah, exactly. He's a public figure too. But if he's putting the time and the money into it, there's a reason for it, right? And look, let me steel man a point for him because they don't know how to do it for themselves. You could easily argue that he's just doing this to harass Katie, to find out who she actually is and then harass her, right?
Dude, I'm surprised.
You could make that argument.
I'm surprised some of the stuff they haven't used to like try and like fucking what do you call it? To try and like explain some of the stuff away in fucking text video, you know? I was like, dude, like honestly, like the interviews, right? I see that shit more as a joke than being serious. Like I see it like as a snide joke because I'm like, you know, if you're gonna get like what is it, high school setting, those are like adults and shit. Like what is it, that one dude's fucking friend was in high school when he was 27? I was like, what the hell is that? Like, fucking so like,
Dude,
you know,
that,
like
that part was fucking hilarious.
yeah, dude, like most of these people have been accused when they were like fucking teenagers and shit. So maybe you should get a teenage perspective, but then it'd be creepy if Technicals is following around teenagers. So yeah, that's probably not the best idea. But shit like that.
Fucking Technicals goes to a middle school and goes like, I'm a pedophile.
No, dude, like, yeah, for real. Like, I don't fucking. So some shit like that. I'm surprised they didn't like say something like that. Like, yo, there's a random dude who was in high school at 27. Like, so fucking. I don't know. I just thought it made it funnier, if anything.
Oh, it did. It 100% did. Yeah. No. Let me keep playing it.
What about like if they're 20, they're like in their second year of college, and the other person's 16? Absolutely, it's wrong, or absolutely like let's go.
Absolutely, it's wrong. But I think that a 22-year-old or 20-year-old looking for a 16-year-old that they didn't even know, yeah, I would think that would be kind of.
What about like 16 and 20?
Yeah, I guess it starts to make you question a little bit. You worry about the young kid for sure. So I guess it would all depend again what the relationship with the kid and the family was. But you definitely want to be careful in those situations, I'd say.
What if I was like 20 and my girlfriend was 16?
That's a little less borderline. I think although that is the age of consent.
You're not for it?
No.
So if they're like 20 trying to date a 16-year-old, you think that would be weird?
I mean, it's still messed up if they're 18 anyway, but technically they're allowed to do it unless they're 19 or anything else like that.
Okay. What if they're like 20 trying to date a 16-year-old? No. Sir, what's your opinion on the age of consent? Too high, too low?
You're not catching me on that shit.
That was my favorite one. Too high, too low. You ain't catching me on that shit. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, like one of the things they could have used against Technicals with this entire like interviewing people. I mean, look at how that guy reacted. You ask anybody a question like that out on the street, they're not going to give you a nuanced take. They're going to give you the most like firm stance that they can because nobody wants to be identified as being like sympathetic to fucking pedophiles or anyone who's even accused of it. Right? It's like it's such a high moral crime. Right? Nobody wants to be associated with anybody. Right? Like, bro, you could go murder someone, get out of prison for fucking murder, right? And have less of a fucking stigma than somebody who's accused of doing things with children. Not went to jail, not ever proven, but just was like fucking accused of it. So, I mean, it's just one of those things.
For $5, will you tell me if you're a pedophile? I can blur your face, be honest.
No, I'm not a pedophile.
Are you sure?
No.
For $5, will you tell me honestly if you're a pedophile? What does that mean? Yeah. It means that you like kids. Yeah, I love kids. You love kids? Yeah. Okay, well, here you go. Right. Thank you for your honesty. Okay, thank you. Shrek, for $5.
That feels so bad for the guy in that Mickey Mouse costume. He has like no clue what he just said.
Mickey just got slandered here.
No, it gets better with the fucking Shrek.
I know.
$5. Can I ask you an honest question? Are you a pedophile?
No, I'm not a pedophile.
You and Mickey disagree, but here's a $5. Thank you. There was a Mickey down there that was with like a chipmunk.
Oh, he said that? No, I was like, he's a pedophile?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, no, I'm not a pedophile.
Okay, cool. Well, you have a good day, Shrek.
Yeah,
appreciate it, man.
In the context of a high school relationship, yes, 18 to 15 is fine. 15 is pedophilia. 16 is legal. That's the difference, man.
Yeah.
Let me
You're a
explain
disingenuous piece of shit. You know that?
why are you getting excited? Can you just settle down?
Because you're a fucking dishonest fucking hack.
Are you done yet?
Yeah, we are done. Get the fuck out, stupid bitch.
We have the exact same age.
Okay. Fuck, man. All right. We were talking about a lot of people. Tipster has had the most hilarious fucking meltdown over this video. I cannot stop laughing at it. He put out a twit longer. He put out a fucking twit longer about how Technicals is making fun of his wife and his friend. And I'm like, oh my God.
He did a stream and a twit longer. He did both.
And this is hilarious too, because he was the one who came out and said this video made no good points, right? And he might address it on stream, but you know, there really wasn't anything here, right?
Yeah.
And then that shit happened. I can't stop fucking laughing. That's hilarious. Like, I mean, let's be honest. It's hilarious, right? Yes, we all agree.
I mean, dude, I love it. This is one of my favorite parts.
Oh, fuck, man.
age gap for Zaptai here, as we do in the mini lab case. And you went pretty hard on that, tipster.
He then asked if he could take my virginity, and I told him yes. Obviously, extremely inappropriate conversations to be having with a 17-year-old girl. For you guys to defend him is unacceptable. Under no circumstances should anyone be defending these actions. He needs to be registered as a sex offender. This guy needs to do time for these horrible atrocities that he has committed against these two girls.
So what the fuck is this? I stand with Big B? That's a pretty hefty turnaround, don't you think? If you guys actually called each other out on your bullshit, then I'd imagine you would have done that already. But you haven't. Mostly because Tipster's a pussy, but also because YouTube is the only thing he has, and he doesn't want to alienate himself from his friends.
I forgot that part.
Yeah. Let it play.
Fuck you. Oh God.
But mostly it's because he's a pussy. Oh shit, we're fucking live. Hey guys, Dixter here. Before I deactivate my Twitter account after another emotional breakdown, my wife doesn't like it when you guys point out I'm flirting with girls online. So I'd appreciate it if you'd stop it. In other news, Zaptai should be registered as a sex offender and definitely serve time for these atrocities. Wait, hold on. Nick? Yeah, but that's what I said for Minilad. Wait, but why is it not as bad? It's the same exact age gap. Yeah, but wasn't he also talking to her when he knew she was 16? He was. So what the fuck are we talking about? I'm Dixter, shouty. The fuck out of my face with that. That's what you would sound like if you weren't desperate for Daddy Nick's approval.
Wait, pause.
Yeah.
So he said that didn't he just predict Tipster privating his account base? He said deactivate, but
because fucking Tipster does this shit all the time.
I know, but it's so
this
funny
isn't that hard to predict.
I mean, it's not even predict, but it's just like when someone mocks you and says you're going to do something that's kind of a pussy move. Why would you actually go through with it and prove them right? That's just why. I don't get it. It's just walking. It's like telling someone. It's like telling someone there's gonna be a trap, and then you're like, okay, let me just walk into it. Like, my God,
you just don't seem to understand what it means to be Dixter.
True.
Okay.
True.
I need my e-thought harem of people who are half my age. Wait, no, I can't do that. I'm 20. He's 40. He can get away with it. Never mind.
Your e-thought harem of 10-year-old girls. Holy shit.
That's disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
Holy
Alex.
shit.
That's why I
dude.
can't be
Hey,
Dixter.
oh my God.
God,
why I
fucking
can't-
damn.
Dude,
When
I'm
I'm
back
40
and you're saying like these nuclear takes. Oh my God.
When I'm 40, then I'll be Dixter. Because
I hope
then,
you don't get that big though, Alex. That would not be
True.
good for you. You wouldn't be
need
able to
to-
cut wood anymore. Cut wood.
Yeah,
So,
I need to keep up with the gym, man. Just
yeah, that's true.
become Chadlick.
Become
Chadwick.
what?
Chadlick.
Okay, don't ever fucking say that again.
Alex.
What the fuck is even going on?
Scotty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So for Red Kiwis, it doesn't matter if she lied about her age because it's still illegal to send sexually explicit images.
If he thought she was 16, that's still bad. There's no way to salvage this. It doesn't actually matter if she lied about her age.
However, Zaptai.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
dude.
what is I never see the rebuttal to that though. Like it's weird, right?
Because they don't fucking have
It's his own
one.
fucking words, man. Like
Yeah.
you can't just keep saying I changed my mind on this exact statement because I changed my mind and we're all humans and we're allowed to change our mind. No, fuck off.
Yeah, no, like
I'm
it's
not,
bullshit. But it's bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
I've lost
fucking
count.
bullshit.
I've lost count of the amounts of times that they've used the I changed my opinion arguments. Like, yeah, so frequently. How convenient.
So
And
many
just like,
people
yeah.
do. I am starting to think it's just human nature to change your mind when it's convenient. It's kind of
Well,
sad.
I mean, I don't doubt that it's human nature, but it's like they won't even admit to that.
It's a shitty part of human nature.
Yeah, but when
Yeah.
you pretend to be above it and you don't fucking, you pretend to be above it like they do, and then you just go ahead and you fail over and over and over again. I don't know, man. It kind of gets annoying. That's all.
Oh, you're
I
telling
both
me.
received sexually suggestive images and planned to have sex with her, but it's okay because she lied about her age.
It's possible Zaptai thought she was 16 or 17, so without Zaptai knowing her proper age, it's entirely possible that he had considered this at the time. If he thought she was 16, that's still bad. It doesn't actually matter if she lied about her age.
Minilad's case is 2117, which is a huge yikes moment.
What did this dude do?
He's a pedophile.
Children, like an actual one,
Yes.
or like okay.
But Zaptai's, which is 2016, the same exact number of years apart, is fine because of the age of consent.
And where Ed is, 16 to 20, that's legal. Now you might be thinking, that's fucking disgusting, dude. And to be honest, look, I've defended 14 through 17.
Nah, I'm not fucking with you. Listen to me. I don't know if
That would have been just a hilarious moment to end it. No, look, I mean, here's the thing, right? God, man, every one of these stories, it just, you need to be approaching it differently than it's been approached by these people, right? You need, these situations require nuance. They do. And if all you have are fucking hot takes and you're like just trying to like rile up a group of people, like you're never actually going to resolve anything. That's the way I feel about it. This shit here though, how do you fucking, it's like you said, Sin, you'll never get anyone to defend that shit, right? Diorio flat out said it doesn't even matter if she lied about her age. It's still wrong to do it. And I was lying about being 16. And then he does this big redemption arc over a guy who was catfished by a 14-year-old pretending to be a 16-year-old. Like, there's no moral consistency whatsoever, except for the fact that, look, you could argue that in Zaptai's case, he's not behaving as a predator. You could try to make that argument. I don't think everyone would agree. But it's at least a fair argument to be making versus trying to downplay what actually happened there. Trying to say that, oh, it was jokes. Misinforming people about the ages of those involved, which happened for quite some time, up until technicals got involved in it. So, I don't know. I look at that and I'm just, it seems to me that technicals is the only one who's capable of actually doing research on a subject, because when he presents evidence, it doesn't seem to get debunked, even though these idiots just scream, "It's been debunked." Yeah, that's how it works.
Well, usually what they're going for is like saying you omit it, you took it out of context, and then not explaining the context, which is like probably my least favorite commentary trope at this point. I'm so fucking sick of it. Just like people saying, "Oh, you took it out of context." What's the context? I don't know.
Yeah, right. Okay. So you tell me what the context is. Well, I didn't know you were going to ask me a follow-up. God damn.
People are so used to like that being like the final question, like not the final question, but like for some reason, if you say something's out of context, I rarely see people ask what the context is. That just ends conversations. I don't get it. Why?
Because that's all you can say. Like, fucking no nuance, no context. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're not really going to ask me what it is. You're just going to repeat it.
Well, sometimes people don't even use the term "you took me out of context," right? Like they say it like it's almost random sometimes. Like I don't know, just any disagreement is like, "Oh, you took me out of context." It's like, what? No, I was just replying to what you said. I don't. Oh, whatever.
All right, I'm gonna hit play.
Comfortable with that, but hey, it's fucking legal. All right, so whatever. I don't really give that much of a shit. He's a pedophile.
Children. How fascinating is that? We're gonna play a fun game called Is It Zaptai, where I show you a series of clips and you have to guess who they're talking about. Are you ready? All right, let's go.
The way Nick said children, it just cut. I don't know why. That's just the funniest thing to me.
This guy literally sent and received images to minors, makes an apology video for it, and YouTube puts it on trending. How does a pedophile apologize? Well, I guess we'll find out here.
Okay, that one was an easy one, because Zaptai didn't send any images to a minor, he only received them. This is a clip of Augie calling Minilad a pedophile.
Is it understandable to panic and fucking try to save your career?
I think he went over the line. He went over the line. It doesn't really matter.
No, so it doesn't matter what he did.
He could have made the best video in the entire world. My opinion on him wouldn't have changed.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, no, this one's about Minilad again. What was the line that he crossed? Oh yeah, sending his dick to 17-year-olds. The major difference is that Zaptai didn't send his dick to the girl 4 years younger than him. He only planned to fly out and have sex with her. So in that regard, it's better.
The girl is 14 now and is 19. Now keep saying, but she lied about her age, but she lied about being 2 years old.
Like, and I get in the situations with Red Kiwis and Minilad, it's worse for their behavior towards those people beyond just the ages involved. But the problem is, if you're going to be calling people pedophiles, right, and you're arguing the same age gaps, and then you try to justify, okay, but it's okay when I call these people pedophiles because their victims were actually their victims were actually I don't know, what do you want to say, like affected by it or traumatized by it. It's like it's not up to the it's not up to the minor, right? The minor can't consent in most of these situations. And just about, gosh, how do I say it? You can't argue to me that you can avoid the label of being a pedophile as long as the person involved wanted you to do it, because that seems to be an argument the fucking map people would make. So I don't fucking know where it's coming from.
That's another weird thing about like the law is like they treat images as being worse than actually doing a minor in some cases. It's
Because
so
you
fucking
could
weird.
catfish people. You could pretend to be anybody on the internet. So it's probably more fucking strict.
I mean, it wasn't a law made for the internet though. It was like made way before then.
It was
like
meant for people who were like actually taking photos of people in like stores and shit.
probably,
like young kids and shit.
but now it's like a dumbass teen on Snapchat sends a picture of themselves and then they are technically in possession of themselves.
Yeah, because wasn't that something from back then when like flip phones came out and like the fucking cameras? So they had to make that law about
And then
photos because people were like
Romeo and
going around.
Juliet laws, so you can. It's the weirdest fucking thing. It's like you could just fuck them.
Yeah, no, they vary by state too. So like, and not all
So
states. have them.
dumb. It's dumb.
And I think you could still get fucked over on Romeo and Juliet because I think the parent can still press charges on you, if I'm not
Wow.
mistaken.
That's a bit
Romeo
more based.
and Juliet.
The statutory rape.
What a great story. What a
That
great
was
law to
that
make.
was a trash story. Even
That's
if
what
you
the
look at
reason
it as
they-
a cautionary tale, I'm sorry.
By the
No,
way,
that's-
just to explain this really quick, right? It's like to the Red Kiwis Maylad thing, right, and Zaptai thing. It's always like who's worse, right? Who's more malicious? Who's worse? Like more bad? That's what the nuance adds to it, right? The nuance is essentially picking out who are worse. And
The nuance doesn't matter if that's the case. It doesn't matter who's worse or not.
Get into that. It's like, yes, the nuance would go ahead and make Zaptai look like the angel of the three, right? But if you get rid of the nuance and you just say, what were these guys' actions? Well, they all had inappropriate text messages with what they knew was a minor, because we knew Zaptai already knew she was a minor. I mean, he addressed it by saying you're worth going to jail for. Augie and Nick can pretend like they don't know the context of that, even though it's clear as day, and anyone else they wouldn't give that leeway to.
It's
So
just baffling that like they
clear as
already
day.
know they're a minor, and then on top of that, they're catfished to be a younger minor. It's like, what the fuck?
Without the nuance, it's like they all have one thing in common, and they all engaged with minors. So that's what he's trying to say. It's not defending anyone. It's just saying, hey, we're playing by your rules. We want to strip away nuance because you don't believe nuance from me. So fine, let's strip away all the nuance. And they have one thing in common. Like, there's not one person that looks better without the nuance.
I finally found the clip where like Augie and everyone's screaming Zaptai. I mean, not Zaptai. Zero would be a pedo.
Wait, so they actually call him what?
Basically, they said it. They stripped the nuance and like had an equivalent situation of like if hypothetically Tom was doing it with someone 4 years younger.
The fuck?
Let me get the. I'll put in the chat, the private chat.
All right. Well, Crow, you could play the video while we wait.
What did I walk back to? Wait, what the fuck did y'all say?
What?
What the
I-
fuck did I walk back
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Play the video.
Age is 16. She is still 19. But she lied about her age. It doesn't matter. Her lied age is illegal.
Now, technically, this is Zaptai, but this clip is Zaptai talking about red kiwis in Nick's video on red kiwis. I can see how that would get confusing.
Even in my video, everyone's like, how are you going to make this video and then do the same? I'm like, well, the difference is I never admitted to all this shit on video.
You thought she was 17, you find out that she's 16.
Correct.
And you continue the conversation. At this point, you were 19, and I believe at some point you turned 20.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you, in hindsight, think this was inappropriate? Or
Oh, for
like,
sure.
Where are you?
Definitely yes. That was just straight up fucking creepy and not all right.
I just fell back into what I usually do, and I only save the pedo jokes for the people who deserve it the most, and that's pedos. So terribly sorry. I hope we get this right. I hope.
Let me go back. I love seeing Tommy C cry. There we go.
I only save the pedo jokes for the people who deserve it the most, and that's pedos. So terribly sorry. I hope we get this right. I hope this right.
If you guessed that this watery-eyed apology for calling someone a pedo is about Zaptai, then congratulations, you're correct. As a bonus, here's Tommy laughing at calling Minilad a pedophile.
This guy's definitely like. Can you call him a pedo? This mini lad character?
I
Is it
think
okay?
he admitted to like sending nudes to a minor. I don't quite recall.
No, really.
Yeah, I'm kind of calling him that.
Yeah. Well, he's got red hair. Nobody believe it wasn't him.
Fucking ginger.
Pedophile. Pedophile.
Wait. Hey, hold on. Hey, well, this shit kind of live. You can stay. You can stay. Yeah, you? Yeah. Matter of fact, you can have her. Hey. Jesus Christ. When in Rome. Yeah.
I know how I got these scars.
Oh, the sociopath shit.
Called himself a sociopath, right?
Yeah. Look, I mean, like, there's a lot in the Zaptai case that you kind of forget over time. Like Ori, you said like you didn't even remember that he went around telling people he was like diagnosed as a sociopath.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There's a lot of shit I forgot about. Like, what is it? The messages? I don't even remember the messages. You know what I mean? Like,
I would explain why he disregarded the law so easily, like that.
Yeah, that. What is it? We were talking about it yesterday. I forgot that. Like, what did he do? Look up the law? Took law school? Or some shit with law?
Yeah, I think he was
a law student, apparently.
Yeah. So I forgot about that too. So
but he can't even save himself. He needs, Tubby D to help him.
Oh, I have a question. Since you watched the fucking realist point of view, did anybody address anything in Technical's video, or did they just go over our fucking video, not addressing his video or points?
No, they just went over John's stream where you, me, and John were there.
Really? Did they disavow?
Connor was the only one doing the work,
I mean, I'm sure he did the research, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm off in the corner and chat.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't care who did the research. It's bad regardless. Not really. I don't fucking. I didn't get to watch
give Connor credit though. He has he has
charisma.
No, not the charisma. That's Augie. He has the intellectual prowess compared to Augie. So.
What? All right, that's fine. Did they disavow those actions, by the way, or no?
Well, what action are we talking about?
Possibly fucking speaking to a fucking person who said I lied about my age. I'm 16 for 3 months down the road and shit like that.
You're talking about Zapti?
Zapti's actions, yeah. I'm curious. Did he condemn those or no?
Did they condemn it?
Connor specifically. Connor. I'm not. I
don't think you mentioned. I was like in and out.
The guy who was screaming about condemning people and shit didn't condemn those kind of actions and behaviors.
I think the main point of the stream was that he can dissect us, so. We're not going to.
I would dissect him, but the only thing I know about him is he's Augie's roommate, and supposedly, allegedly, I don't know if he's really a cuck. I heard he's a cuck, but I don't know if he's a cuck.
No, he's the one that cheats on women, like that. The women.
Oh, he's the one that cheats on women. Okay, yeah. So somebody probably said that shit out of spite, but that's all I know about him. That and
he cheats on the women, dude. The women don't cheat on him. He's the winner's point of view. You know what I mean?
I see. Okay, I got it.
So he's the cuck.
That's why he spared Kai Weiss.
Some people would say cheating is morally wrong, but if you're the winner's point of view, no one needs to be consistent with morality.
I mean, the one who is gonna fucking preach about the right thing to do and like morals and shit. Yeah, fucking. I guess Kai Weiss, you got lucky. You got lucky, Kai Weiss.
If you guys think that doesn't make sense, then you're just mauling, guys.
What? Kai Weiss?
Kai Weiss, he got a pass from the realist point of view. He couldn't cover it.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't condemn Kai right away. He was like, guys, I'm gonna wait to see if Kai actually beat up Omnia. I'm not gonna rush to believe this shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you got to be like Kai Weiss to get in favor with the.
He made a mistake.
Yeah. All right. We can keep going. I was just curious.
All right.
He's based.
Zaptai told people he was a sociopath.
Sure, I said I was a diagnosed sociopath, or I said antisocial personality disorder. To me, it's two sides of the same coin. I don't really think that difference matters that much.
You'd think the case would end there, but not for Nick and Tommy C. No. Long after everyone involved stopped giving a fuck, both of them went on a moral crusade on Zaptai's behalf to stop the evil content creators who had already apologized for the misunderstanding.
Elvis and Pig have expressed regret for doing that publicly.
They've done it privately as well. I don't hold any ill will towards either of them personally.
I'm 100% against the end, mainly because it was all about his sociopathy that he doesn't have, what we just assumed he had, based on what he told us. If you have any respect for any of us, just leave the guy alone, really.
Elvis hasn't apologized, and Pig hasn't apologized.
Isn't it a little embarrassing that these two dumb fucks got strung along into posting this defamatory podcast by a 17-year-old kid with a speech impediment?
No, defamatory would be knowingly posting misinformation. Zaptai told them he was a diagnosed sociopath. It's literally entirely his fault that this was even an accusation. How are you still not getting this?
I hate to say it, and I don't think every word he says is gospel, but Jordan Peterson, you don't want to be the guy crying in the corner out of control and not being able to take care of everything when your parents die, because people are counting on you. And in this case, Zaptai was counting on you.
Just remind me how
like a match. No.
What the fuck was that?
Tommy moment.
I've never understood the Tommy C. He's what?
He's the common man. He's retarded.
I hope that's not the common man.
That is the common man.
That is so fucking
fat,
schizo.
retarded, and like, yeah,
Jesus,
what he is.
like not. God, I gotta make sure. Sen, you
don't end
stop
up like that.
blackpilling me, Sen.
Well, no promises, buddy. Bro, anything you want to add?
Oh God,
You're not having another heart attack, are you?
Yeah, right. I was like, you're not dying again, right?
Oh shit! No, sorry. I put my game down. Battling the Arcanine. I'll get back to my stream.
How dead parents and Jordan Peterson are related to their relationship in the slightest. What the fuck am I listening to?
I cried like a bitch at my grandfather's funeral in 1997.
You should have been a better friend to that guy. I've been sitting here for a while now, and I can't think of anything more pathetic than a guy in his 40s running a drama channel, waving his moral superiority over people who have actually successful content. If you want to criticize Elvis, there's probably plenty of things that you can find. But if you're going to sit here and pretend like you're a better person than Elvis the Alien just because you stood by a guy who cheated on his girlfriend with a 16-year-old, you can go fuck yourself.
I do have a message for Tacticals. I would rather you leave the whole fucking thing.
Oh,
I almost forgot that did Nicholas Dior. That's kind of funny. Well, I can see why the winner's point of view would sympathize with Zaptai now. They share something in common that they can relate with now.
So does Kai Weiss. Not really. Like fucking, he just got to the past though.
That's incredible. I almost forgot about that. Is kind of crazy though, right?
I mean, yeah.
Got Crow on a leash. Lol. Well, you're not wrong. But I think it's pretty crazy though. Like you would cheat on your girlfriend to break the law that you're breaking. So was it really fucking worth it though? Like those pics you got, they must have been good, right?
Well,
they were public consumption. So
they were public consumption
I'm sorry,
of a 14-year-old girl. So
they were
apparently, yes.
Oh, then she lied to Zaptai. She's like, I took these just for you.
She probably did, and then posted them. Like fucking.
That's sad. Like that's so. Yeah, whatever.
Thing out if you are making a video on Nick, and I'm pretty sure you are. Please don't talk to me about this. I think you're both egomaniacs. You're not doing commentary. You're playing cancel games. Have I engaged in that kind of stuff before? Yeah.
Oh, he always says cancel culture or cancel games.
Cancel game. It's cancel culture.
I love that you pointed out to me that it said emotional here. I was like, oh shit. Oh man.
Yes, but always in self-defense. I never fucking targeted somebody to take them out.
If you're going to be involved in canceling people, why not admit it instead of making up this really shitty excuse that you do it in self-defense? How do you cancel someone in self-defense? Oh, dude, I had to bring up the fact he was a pedophile, or else I was going to lose the mortgage on my house. Was it self-defense when you said no one should work with Elvis the Alien?
Elvis the Alien probably shouldn't be worked with, collabed with, if you're trying to collab with somebody with moral character.
Yeah, that was self-defense, right? Fucking get over yourself, dude.
No, yeah, he had to defend himself against you too, Crow.
The issue involving them had already been resolved.
Well, you don't want to make a video, or you don't want to put anything on your Twitter account to talk about it.
I didn't know he had a pattern to doing this shit.
Yes, dude, Tommy is such a piece of shit. I mean, that's the problem, though. He buddies up with people, right? And then they're like, oh, no, Tommy's a cool guy and everything. He has a little based and all. But, like, he's a piece of shit. He really is. He looks down on people. He tries to bully people. He sucks at it. He's pathetic.
Well, he holds shit against you. He holds the fucking dude. Sen makes a video, uses a clip from our stream. Sen and our, we're fucking friends. But Sen is like, and he's an independent person. He could take shit from our like streams and use it in his video all he fucking wants, right? And like Tommy's acting like we all fucking like got together and like, oh, we got him now. Like this is all a plot. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
A thread.
It's funny.
Yeah. We got him. No, we did it. We fucking fooled Tommy C, guys. Like, we're going to do whatever the fuck we're going to do. But, like, what the fuck do we get out of taking out Tommy C?
Power move. This is such a power move, man.
It's pretty generic. Like, every commentary channel, it's kind of generic. The ways they're bad, lying, dumb, manipulative, hypocritical. But, like, they all got their special talent. And Tommy's is just being insanely schizo and incomprehensible. Sounds like he's on crack half the time. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like Jordan Peterson, friend to Zaptai, dead parents. Like...
Shut up, Alec.
No, seriously, I don't understand what I never did. Like, even like people recommended me him. I like hear him laugh, and it sounds like the shrieks from hell. And I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Well, no, dude,
seriously, I go to a random part of one of his streams and I just hear him just making this squealy ass laugh, and it just hurts my ears so fucking bad.
No, I spouted off misinformation because of his shit. Like, what is it? He said that Lieutenant Cobra called this kid a Nazi. I said that shit for years. I found out Lieutenant Cobra made a video. I watched it, and I was like, yo, he didn't call your fucking son a Nazi. I've been telling people that shit. Like, fucking, it's like, that's one of the things, dude.
Lieutenant Cobra so or Arliss, I mean.
Arliss.
Too many LTs.
In the Batmobile, Arliss.
No, dude, like, that's one of the things, dude. I'm tired of like watching other people shit and thinking like, oh, they got this down pat. Like, I should just look at shit myself. Like, I'm just fucking tired of it.
At this point, like, we really should. Like
what is it, dude? Like, I don't know half the shit they do. I don't know the research. I don't know if they like put their morals in it more than like any kind of legal thing. I don't know what they cut out. I don't know if they got everything. Like, dude, we would have been calling Pyrocynical a pedophile if we just listened to them. Like, fucking whatever, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, from what I've seen, that Chosen Reborn guy, he seems like he might know the most about like just genuine shit that the Goon Squad fucks up all the time. His channel is basically dedicated to it, so I mean, I kind of look to him sometimes for it.
Yeah.
The Goo Goo Squad.
Chosen's he's cool. Chosen's cool.
Yeah, he's black. I like him.
Wait, what?
Why did you say that?
Because I like black people. They're my best friends.
Okay, look, it's just weird that that's the only thing that you had to point out about him.
He's like, so we were doing this thing where we were casting people, and we're like, who's gonna be Miles Morales?
Christ.
And then we were like,
what the
Chosen.
fuck?
I like Chosen. Also, he did like the best thing ever. He said, "You get the end pass," and I was like, "I love you."
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna hit play, but everything you said there was wrong. Was very wrong.
Oh my God.
Very, very, very wrong.
Love you, Chosen.
Commend me on how I did a good job cleaning up your fucking mess because you're cowards. You guys are absolute fucking pussies who nobody should fucking respect.
They don't need to acknowledge your video was fucking amazing for the situation to be resolved. That's not how this works. It kind of reminds me of your Nerd City video where you were so excited that he responded to you that it kind of gave you like this massive ego boost and you start power tripping because you had an impact on his life.
I'm a nobody, but I'm also the nobody who made a video that got 152 views and made you snap, Nerd City. It's almost like you've never actually been criticized before.
It's so fucking cringe.
The most impactful thing I've done with my platform is
Comment there.
fuck up and give you a
fucking comment there. Hold on, go back. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Dude, press J, Crow.
two views and made you snap, Nerd City. It's almost like you've never actually been.
It makes me understand why bullying. That's funny.
criticized before.
It's so fucking cringe.
The most impactful thing I've done with my platform was clean up your biggest fuck up and give you a really charitable representation in the process.
How fitting that the most impactful thing you've ever done is fuck up a story so bad that it reflects poorly on all of your friends. I bet John Swan is punching the air right now.
Demons will make yourself to suitable without hurting you.
Right. What would you consider to be like morbidly obese?
More than 35%.
More than 35, like the body mass index? Oh, okay. What would you consider to be like morbidly obese?
Morbidly obese?
Yeah, like what is too fat to you?
There's no such thing. Everybody's beautiful. And we're designed the way we are, dude. He could eat a Snickers and gain 1 pound. I eat them and I gain 10.
Yeah, it's like a thyroid
It's
condition.
a thyroid condition, absolutely, dude.
What would you consider to be like morbidly obese?
Oh, they're probably a mouth
Oh
fetish.
my
Anybody
God.
who uses their mouth excessively, that'd probably be.
Oh wait, what?
So they have like a mouth fetish.
Yeah, they're probably any mouth fetish.
Wait, was this the section that fucking Stardust bitch was all pissy about? He's making fun of Diorio's weight. He's fat shaming Diorio. I'm like, dude, if Diorio doesn't want to be fat shamed, he needs to go to the fucking gym. Like, what do you want me to say? He doesn't have hypothyroidism. He's just fat and lazy. Holy
I
shit.
think Diorio like makes jokes about it too. Like I think
does!
he doesn't
Like,
care.
I don't think he does. Like, that's the thing. I mean, like,
Nick
but like,
Diorio has a fetish for eating Oreos. That's
Well, it could be about hipster too, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's like Diorio's not the only fat person in this fucking video.
Tommy's kind of chunky too.
Yeah, Tommy too. Tommy's chunky.
The only one that isn't is like Augie, right?
Yeah,
Augie's skinny, yeah.
Augie's
Well,
like,
he's
oh my
twiggy.
god, he's the reverse extreme. Have you
Yeah,
seen
he's
his
twiggy.
fucking arms? Oh my fucking god.
You know what? I know why Tipster wants to hang out with that fucking friend group. It's because he's not the fat friend in it.
No.
Damn.
Honestly, the only one with a
Watch
normal
out,
fucking goal.
Tipster's gonna make a twit longer.
Fucking Christ, man. Like, dude, just like, I'm not even telling you to take the fucking L. Just like, actually, never mind. Take the fucking L. Just take the fucking L. It doesn't matter. Like, be adults. Be grown fucking men. You made some mistakes. Just fucking acknowledge them. Holy shit. Like, why is this so fucking hard for people? You make a mistake, you acknowledge it. Yeah, maybe somebody like, you know, hassles you and gives you shit for it, but like it's part of learning and it's part of fucking growing. Like this whole shit where you need to be fucking right on this shit. Like you got one fucking little bitch in sub only mode. You have another little bitch of like ducking from fucking debates and shit. Like, what the fuck, man?
Dude, I cannot believe he ditched that debate to watch John's fucking video with Connor. That's so gay.
And
I'm so
that's why
disappointed.
people for saying Augie win.
I'm so disappointed. I was looking forward to that fucking thing.
I don't know. I knew something was gonna
Look,
be
look,
in
if
this.
Augie ditched it because he really just said, you know, fuck technicals, I'm just gonna go play fucking video games or some shit.
But
I
he
mean,
didn't
look,
play video games.
yeah, but that's the thing. He didn't do that. He went to go watch a fucking stream about fucking technicals instead. Like that's embarrassing. That's pathetic, dude. You
I
clearly
genuinely
fucking care
can't
about
think
it.
of anything
You're afraid
like
to face the guy.
more L than that.
Well, it
I'm
makes sense
disappointed.
if he beat technicals, but I think we've already established that.
I think it reflects that how he thinks of his own fucking video. Because if he made a video with all that research and the law and shit, and he couldn't take that to a debate and fucking win, and had to watch John stream instead, then that's the fucking L.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to pity Augie now.
Isn't that one of the things he said in the
I'm
video?
disappointed.
I
I'm
don't know much about
disappointed.
the law, so I'm not going to go into that. But it's like you're making a legal argument, so shouldn't you know? Like just
Dude, you fucking have a document ready. What the fuck are you gonna do with it? Just read it on stream and that's it? You're not gonna fucking go and tell technicals how wrong he is?
I mean, look, if he shows up to that debate with technicals, the very first thing technicals is going to say is, so my fucking video is shit, right? And Tyler's going to go like, yeah. Like, you spent 2 fucking days addressing shit.
Well, no, it's going to be the legal argument is going to be used against him because, like, fucking, if you're going to go legal argument, you got to go full legal argument. And Zaptai broke the law.
Okay, let's just strip away the complex stuff and just like make it as simple for everyone to understand as possible. It was physically possible for Augie to go on a stream and for people to think he won, but he didn't. So he just lost just by default. Objectively.
Well, that's what Keemstar said. Whoever doesn't show up takes the L.
And we missed the greatest part about like him saying that being fat was a mouth fetish.
Yeah, that's weird. I never understood that.
I don't get it.
This isn't related to Zaptai. I just think it's funny. Some members of my Discord decided to make an obviously fake leak to see if Augustus would take the bait, and both him and Tipster immediately fell for it.
Dude, Technicals wants people to become mods to join my Discord. Please respond. Oh no.
That's a really bad fucking look, dude. Holy
Dude,
shit.
he's desperate. His video's gonna be shit. Like the fuck out of that tweet and spread it. Arizona tip 5. Hey man, you gotta remember that it may be impersonating tech. Don't be desperate, man. No, they confirmed that it's his actual Discord.
Job well done, guys. Great job. I'm proud of you.
It's called we do a little trolling.
I've always been an Augie hater since day one.
All right, Augie, listen. If you want me to throw him behind the bus, my PayPal's in the description, so slide over.
Donating to Augie to get his attention to make him believe a shitty meme is $5. What we do, we send Aiden back in time in the past.
This plan was done by the best of the best. Never forget. And shout out to the Covenant and Low Tier God.
Subscribe to Low Tier God, everybody.
God bless you, Augie. You're a little bit of a dumbass.
Check out my art at jisoo.art. I sell merchandise, some hoodies. That's it. Also, my $1,000 game.
Your guys' habit of comment first, research later is probably due to the fact that, if you waited to know what you were talking about, nobody would give a shit. I guess when you're making the exact same video as all of your peers, you gotta get ahead somehow. Entertainment, research, fuck that nigga. I'm Dixter. I'm about to hit this algorithm right quick. Guys, we have new merchandise. That's right, the high school context shirt. The print's a little bit small, might make it a little bit bigger to roll it out to you guys, but this is going for $20.
The Dixter shit's hilarious.
It is.
Oh, what's up, John?
What's going on, fellas? That's a nice shirt. Look at that shirt. It's a nice shirt.
No, you had the winner's point of view react to your stream today. How do you feel?
Who?
Dude, Augie did that fucking debate. Yeah,
Augie's best friend. Yeah, he has that effect on people.
The
Augie's
horse
best friend.
fucker, John. John, the guy that fucks horses. That one.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Everyone's kryptonite and Augie instead of playing video games.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
I was looking forward to it, dude. I wanted to see what was brought to the table and shit. I really wanted to see them fucking challenge the shit.
I think we should go watch fucking Connor stream sometime.
I mean, it's a public video. I don't care.
No, that's not why. That's not why. Because think about it, right? Augie, instead of defending his reputation, his integrity, right, against fucking technicals, a dishonest hack, right, would rather let everybody call him a fucking pussy because because fucking Connor's stream is just that entertaining.
It must be good.
It must be fucking amazing, John. We should watch it. We should watch it. The stream that ended Augie. Oh man, this is. I fuck, dude. Like you go so fucking hard, but then you're like terrified to talk to the person
every time in commentary. Everyone's it's been just edgelord, then they bitch out. Edgelord, then they bitch out. It's been a cycle. It just keeps happening.
I mean, this is just like, and here's the thing, right? I get the stuff with technical is more personal, but like, I don't think he made it that way. I think you know what fucking happened. Like, it's been acknowledged at this point, but like, holy shit, man! Just why can't you just? Oh God, it's like you said. If they fucking walk anything back, they'll look like fucking pussies. So they have to like keep fucking going hard like they are. But like, come on, you're like hiding. It's clear you're fucking hiding. Holy shit.
Yeah.
God.
Also, I would not trust a child to go with a group like this, but whatever.
Do you watch technicals on YouTube?
Let's go.
Oh, the daily.
Plus shipping and handling, whatever the fuck it is. So if you want a cup, it's there for you guys. New shirt. I have another one in the works that'll be dropping in a little bit. But yeah, onto the next bit. Oh fuck! Ow! It hurts. It actually hurts. Dad, stop, Kevin. When Augustus threatened my career in DMs, I wasn't quite sure what he was referring to. But when this video that John Swan made came out, he seemed pretty excited about it. This video is 57 minutes long, and there's a lot of points that just aren't even worth responding to. So I'm going to respond to the biggest points in no particular order, and hopefully you get an understanding for why I think this video is so dog shit.
Let's set the scene.
I see you're parroting my setup. That's cute. That's cute. Let me try yours. Guys, my channel still hasn't recovered. I'm currently coasting off my savings, and I don't know how much longer I can do this. The Chris Hansen vids aren't paying like they used to, and I'm losing subs every time I upload. At this rate, I just might have to quit YouTube.
I cannot live off my savings forever. At some point, they will run out. The channel is completely being kicked out of all of the YouTube recommendations. Whenever people see my video in their feeds, they hit the unsub button.
I mean, I don't blame them. Why spend 27 minutes?
I like that he reminded everyone that was a real video.
I like the fact that he put like the Pirates of the Caribbean sad music in there.
I'm in desperate need of assistance.
Now you're going to have 3 videos on the same topic after you respond to me. And I can't imagine your audience is going to be too excited to hear the same shit 3 times.
In the new DSM-5, pedophilia is depathologized by differentiating between the sexual preference for prepubescent children and the disorder in case of additional factors. Clinically, this is an important distinction because a high percentage of pedophiles do not act on their sexual urges, and 40 to 50% of sex offenders that have engaged in sexual contact with children have equal or higher sexual arousal with adults. Let's remove the DSM-5 for a minute and focus on the definition that is generally agreed upon. Sexual feelings directed towards children.
Okay, all right. I've said this from the like the Lexico shit, right? The fucking Lexico shit. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Like this didn't prove or disprove anything in regards to Zero. It's just
Did
fluff.
you know that he read the DSM-5 or whatever the fuck you call it, and it had the word prepubescent in their fucking definition of pedophile? Then he included this fucking definition that's very vague and shit. I think Technicals went over it.
Yeah.
And then I think John Swan streamed about it. He's like, "This is an Oxford dictionary. It's the most used dictionary." And then they told him to Google it, and it's like not Oxford. It's like Webster or some shit. So I don't know.
Merriam-Webster is the number one used dictionary.
Dear parents, if you don't want your kids
Merriam-Webster.
to date in
Merriam-Webster.
If you don't want your kids to date in middle school, just John Swan will call you a pedophile if you do.
Oh, yeah. Gotta be careful.
Your point on the DSM-5 was good until you cherry-picked the lexico definition instead of the more commonly used Merriam-Webster, which actually specifies prepubescent. You even read out this exact definition, even though you accused me of not reading. I'm sure these points would have hit a lot harder if they weren't overshadowed by how much of a fucking douchebag you are. Did you just memory hole how you accused a 15-year-old of being a pedophile and tried to run him off the internet? We just forgot that?
Remember, you were being turned down by a literal child.
If you legitimately feel this way, you need some help. Log off. You like leave online settings because you cannot have a public platform when you've admitted to this stuff. And this stuff is going to haunt you now forever online.
Willie Mack even pointed out how you lied about apologizing for accusing him of suicide baiting because he didn't kill himself, and instead doubled down that he suicide baited. You can't make this shit up.
But at the end of the document, he said, "I might just upload my next video and then fucking kill myself." Okay, well, he didn't. He wasn't. Those weren't genuine. That wasn't a genuine thing. He tried to.
Hold on. Crow, you need to see John Swan make himself look like a dumbass when he looks at the most used dictionary. Nazan, if anybody has a link to that or a timestamp or anything, I'll play it because that sounds actually fucking hilarious.
weaponize a suicide attempt to try and make us feel bad about him saying he was being attracted to a 12-year-old.
So then he said, oh, I apologize to Pie Man. And I thought, well, saying that you apologized isn't really a fair claim to make, because most people asking him to apologize for the suicide baiting thing, he never apologized for most of the stuff.
Moments after John's apology aired, Pie Man DM'd me. John said he stood by calling me a suicide baiter, saying it was just his opinion and I'm free to disagree.
Twitter pedophiles have even coined a phrase for this, NOMAT, which stands for non-offending minor attracted person. You would probably call these people pedophiles, and you would be completely justified in doing so.
No, now you're putting words in my mouth. Even in this definition you showed, it makes a distinction between pedophiles, hebophiles, and ephebophiles. I know that people joke if you point that out, but if you don't, there would be no difference between being attracted to an 8-year-old versus being attracted to a 16-year-old, which trivializes the label entirely. They don't call me Broadnicles. So no, I would much rather be technically accurate than throwing around pedo accusations like you. I heard a lot of people say this was one of your more solid points, but I disagree. This was fucking terrible.
Interviewing Zero and Vanessa, recounting details about Zero's graphic suicide story. This entire section completely took me by surprise, and I can see it served no other purpose than to emotionally manipulate the audience to feel bad for Zero.
I know this is hard for you, John, but just like how a 15-year-old not killing themselves isn't some kind of emotional ploy to make you feel bad, why the fuck would I say that it's a suicide note and then give you zero evidence to suggest that it was a suicide note? That's because Zero wholeheartedly intended for this to be his suicide note. I'm not Zero, so if you want to argue what it is after the fact, go ahead. I don't give a shit. But without Zero and Vanessa's firsthand accounts of that event, the only thing that would exist is my words. I think the framing of its only possible use being...
Yeah, look, and this is the thing. They tried to bring up like how he's bringing up the Pie Man situation. That's already been resolved. It's like, you can say that. The problem is he has very similar behavior in this situation, how he's approaching it. His mindset is no different. Like John, fuck, man. I mean, yeah, it becomes incredibly fucking relevant.
Well, dude, people... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you do your thing, then.
I was gonna say, like, fucking, like, people just keep saying what the fuck he's doing rather than just letting technicals do whatever the fuck he's doing. So they're like, oh, you included all that shit about the suicide stuff to soften the impact. You included Nairo to distract from Zero how awful he is. And I'm like, dude, like, no. I'm like, he even said he was going to make a Zero video at the end of the Sky House, and then he included Nairo into this shit, and then he ended it with ban Nairo. Doesn't it seem like it was all about to culminate into a bunch of shit too? He had just got done talking to a bunch of fucking Smash players who fucking knew Nairo and shit like that. I don't know, dude. Sky Williams.
The Nairo segment was about 7 minutes in Technical's original video, but people don't. It's 7 minutes, but people don't seem to notice that small little detail. The small 7-minute segment in Technical's original video.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's just irritating because like everyone's just telling you what the fuck to think, and then people are just like, "Oh yeah, it's totally for that." I'm like, "No, dude, I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make sense. Let's just keep going. I'll just ramble or something."
For emotional manipulation is funny because it's almost like you've learned nothing about suicide.
Technical's video does not include a reading of the messages or do Katie's story justice at all, highlighting only 10% of Katie's 1,300-word tweet longer, so 90% of the context is missing. If we assume that all of what Katie says is true, this is disgusting.
What? This video is an opinion piece, and even though he states that all the information is alleged and all parties are innocent until proven guilty, he sure as hell doesn't treat it that way. I mean, he basically implies that Zero is guilty in the first minute of the video.
But what if the person he was defending was actually guilty?
What the fuck happened to innocent until proven guilty? Where did that go? That went out the window real quick.
Zero should not be allowed back in any online setting where you would have the ability to interact with minors on a daily basis. This is pretty standard in nearly every other profession that involves children.
So tell me, John, which stance are you lying about to make it sound better for a YouTube video? Because in your video titled, Why Onision Will Never Go to Prison, you say that he most likely abuses his position of power to prey on younger girls.
In fact, he is most likely a disgusting and repulsive human being who uses his position of power to prey upon younger girls that don't know any better.
And then you also make a statement against him being deplatformed because there's been no conviction.
He needs to be taken off of YouTube. He needs to be put in jail.
And I said to her, no, he shouldn't, because he hasn't committed a crime. He hasn't been charged with a crime. Whenever you are charged with a crime, your channel gets terminated.
Which you actually criticized me for bringing up in my video because I guess the tweets that I posted about the topic didn't have enough likes.
The legal argument that no one with any notable platform has ever made, at least not to my knowledge. I can only assume this because the tweets he shows to transition into this section have no likes and 3 likes, respectively.
I don't know why the fuck the amount of likes or who said it matters. You're fucking with me, right? Like, you're fucking with me? Unless I'm mistaken, I don't see anywhere where you state Onision shouldn't be allowed to upload content except for this comment on your most recent video where it says you campaign for his deplatforming.
Yeah, so like the hypocrisy with the Onision thing. Onision's a piece of shit, right? Like 100%. I don't think anyone really defend him, except for like some nut jobs. But like realistically, what you're seeing over here is just John Swan being fucking completely inconsistent. But I don't think it matters because like commentary community has basically decided, heads up the ass is the way to address this situation.
Hey, Crow, you remember that time you called Onision a prostitute?
Yeah, I do. I love that.
Okay.
He's a fucking whore. All right, let's keep going.
He hasn't been charged with a crime.
Due to rampant copyright abuse, but
Being a whore is legal within the United States, sir.
He's been charged with a crime. It doesn't matter.
Depends on the
don't even
state.
mention the grooming. Where's the one and done policy there, John?
It doesn't mean that Zero should be allowed to post content for children again. I'm personally not comfortable with that at all. He uses his
And Nairo
position of power
should?
to prey upon younger girls.
Hold on.
And Nairo should be able to.
It's not about Nairo, John. Don't you know? Fucking. It's not
Yeah,
about Nairo.
I know.
Don't you know? I mean, fucking, you got this guy moral fagging like crazy, being like, I will stand with the victims like Katie, but fuck, anything Nairo ever did. You think if you moral fag like that, you should cover the Nairo shit just out of principle of your own, like, fucking virtue signals and shit. But whatever. What do I fucking know? We need a winner's point of view to fucking make this happen.
Okay, someone sent me the clip.
video.
Nazand, thank you. Here we go.
Oh. I thought that was funny. Straight off the bat, okay? Straight off the bat. He's not right, but anyway.
Mexico definition instead of the more commonly used Merriam.
Google most used dictionary. Most used dictionary. Dictionary American.
Right there.
Vouch moment.
Like super popular dictionary.
Fucking vouch moment, dude. Like fucking.
Either way.
See, you see, Antifa's never killed anybody before. Wait, they have? They have?
Oh God.
Oh God. Oh God. Well, you see, let's change the subject.
Oh, that was
the
great.
look on his face, though. The look on his face, dude. Like he's just like completely fucking shocked. I was like, dude.
God. That's the thing.
I know, guys. Just made a fool of myself on my stream.
I'm a fucking idiot. I do all the research. What the fuck you mean? I'll stand with the victims. All
John,
of them.
You make him sound super fucking Australian.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No,
Well, you know, Pie Man, he ended up offing himself. He was a pretty honest guy. He went through with it.
I don't see Australia. Doesn't sound that. Doesn't even sound like anybody. Oh my god. That sounds like a Rican trying to be Australian. Like fucking.
All right.
No one better.
He needs to be taken off of YouTube.
And I said to her,
Listen, bitch, if you can't show me where you violated TOS, take your sorry ass. When we both know you're full of shit. I mean, if you broke TOS, I'm right behind you, buddy. I'm right there. I'm right there with you, Johnny boy. This, along with my next point, really highlights how obvious it was you were trying to paint everything in the worst light possible.
Hex spends the next 6 minutes discussing Nairo. This section also serves another purpose. Because the Smash community welcomed Nairo back without much reservation, he implies that Zero should also return, because what he did was apparently not as bad.
I gotta hand it to you. This is some pretty impressive tunnel visioning. To reach this conclusion, you've had to have missed everything I said about Nairo in relation to Zero. Even if you didn't see any tweets, this follow-up that clarifies it in the first 30 seconds. First off, just to clarify, when I say welcome back Zero, I mean welcome back to uploading content, not to Smash events. Despite me never making that argument, I think it's worth clearing up. Was out 2 weeks before you uploaded this video. So either your research is that fucking lazy, or you're actively lying for whatever reason. Not like anyone's surprised. We got him, guys. See, look, I knew he was gonna bring up that I lied to Dream. How did I know? Wow, you guessed I'd bring up the single thing that stunted your entire channel and ruined your credibility. I didn't say this because we were cool and I was trying to support you because I already knew you were getting a lot of shit. Who the fuck lies that much about a little trolling? Like some mild trolling, like just the N-word. Whoever convinced you to make a
Okay, I got to talk about this because I saw some people reacting to this, and they said that it's really telling of technicals that he wasn't willing to condemn John because they were friends. I'm going like, what do you fucking mean? He wasn't. It's like, oh, because they were friends, and he could see that his friend was already being fucking dogpiled. He didn't want to join in on it. Like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, we're missing one of those. We have one of those of our own. Fucking.
Yeah, no, like, right? Like, I'm not gonna join in on a fucking dogpile on one of my friends. Like, who fucking does that, right? Like, shit, dude. And like,
join
and again,
the hashtag on Dumb Alec is over party when it eventually happens. It'll get me a lot of attention, whether it's good or bad.
You should make like an evil alter ego called Dumbass to kind of smile.
I was actually thinking about making an alternate account, and like I need to find a good accusation that isn't too bad or too good to successfully cancel me for, you know?
Yeah,
you gotta think about that.
Alec, we're not doing that to you.
We gotta think about it. I don't know.
As far as like this shit goes, I'm just saying it doesn't make technicals look bad that, you know, he's saying like, I saw my friend was already going through some shit, so I decided not to dogpile on him, because that would have been like if technicals is a piece of shit, right? The way they say he is, why didn't he just like slit John Swan's throat when he could have?
Look, I don't know why didn't they fight Technical's brother when he was showing like fucking like Futa fucking shit or whatever the hell they said. They should have just fought him then and there.
We talked about it yesterday too, right? Like the whole thing with their buddy Zaptai, right? I think more people would respect if they just acknowledge, okay, yeah, it is kind of somewhat hypocritical. Gotta be honest. Yeah, it is inconsistent. But you know what? We think this guy's worth redeeming. There's just nuance to the situation. We think, and he's our friend. We know his character. Honestly, people look, they'll be like, okay, that's a little hypocritical, but I can understand that. You know what I mean? And at least it would be honest, and there would be some integrity in that.
Yeah, but the problem is then any situation they cover.
No, of course.
Well,
of
okay,
course.
remember
But
specifically with the Dream situation, the people who got mad at John Swan were the people he lied to specifically. Like, he didn't just lie about Dream. He lied about Dream in DMs with people to their face. Like, he basically was trying to string Boblax along to make the autism person more believable.
It's still trolling. It's still trolling. The shit that he did with Boblax and everything, where it's like, oh, it was the fucking autistic kid. That happened later, right? That happened when he was trying to cover it all up.
Well, that's not my point. My point is, like, it didn't concern technicals, so, like, he wasn't involved, so he shouldn't have condemned John Swan. It doesn't matter to him.
No, I'm just saying, but if he wanted to, if he's such a big piece of shit, if he only cares about himself, right? He could have just easily just like KO'd fucking John Swan.
Hold on, because like let's look at fucking Technical's pattern of behavior. He believes in people getting redemption and second chances. That was probably, that's probably fucking John Swan's like second chance that Technicals gave him. He hired him as his editor. He would defend him and shit like that, and now they're using it against him. Okay, like I know what it's like to have a fucking former friend who you used to defend fuck you over. Okay, so I can see it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I do. I'm just saying, like this doesn't make Technicals look bad. It's like when they tried to say
I don't think so.
No, you remember the whole group chats thing? The fucking I think he's gonna bring it up here at the end. But like the
come back. You need to say it.
All right.
Video about a cover-up is a fucking legend.
If Nairo isn't owned a platform because of the severity of the allegations against him, why should Zero be owned one? Sure, sexual contact with a minor is certainly worse than what Zero did. I'm not denying that. But they're both bad, right? Both of them should be shunned from the community. Let's stay consistent.
One is an undeniable crime of sex acts with a minor that has unwavering support from the community, and the other can't even be prosecuted because the alleged conversations don't actually exist. While it's true that both are bad, the cases are wildly different. So expecting the exact same stance on two cases that range in severity is just intellectually dishonest.
Hold on. So you're telling me that Technicals at the age of 19 was the leader of a group chat where minors were sending nudes and lewd images of themselves, and he did absolutely nothing to stop them?
Wrong on all accounts. It's interesting that the people that are so adamant about false allegations and knowing everything about it before pushing them is perfectly fine doing it to others whenever it fits their needs. You know that Twitter video you keep referencing where I said I owned all the group chats? I was in the group chat. I was in every group chat because I was the leader. Technically, I didn't even own the chat because after I looked back at the logs, I'd been kicked multiple times, but that's irrelevant. That was made before minor sending nudes.
I keep hearing shit about how he lied about this, right? And how he has no something. I'm just going like, if you're telling me his big lie is accepting more responsibility of situation that, again, he is not at fault for, like he didn't contribute to this in any way. I'm not entirely sure why you think that makes him look bad. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, he's such a fucking degenerate. He accepts more responsibility than he should. I get that. I get that he shouldn't say that he's the leader of all the chats. That's a stupid thing for him to be fucking saying. Like realistically, that likely isn't true. Like it's not like he's monitoring every fucking person's behavior on these fucking servers and making sure that they didn't form their own fucking private chat without him. Jesus.
was even an accusation, because the person who made the twit longer on my brother about how the art made him so uncomfortable was in that side chat talking about sex and sending images that neither me nor my brother was involved in. Any evidence that exists or that you can find would show that I neither condone nor contributed to any of the activity you're accusing me of. So unless you want to provide more than a paper-thin argument and a fuck timeline, I'd appreciate it if you actually research before throwing accusations into your hit pieces, because this is just sloppy. Your excuse is that no one had access to this information.
This is just downright dishonest. These messages he's showing on screen were only made public by technicals after the release of my video. How can I talk about them or address them in any way if no one had access to them?
I'm sure you'd love to use Nicholas Diorio as an excuse for not doing your due diligence when that was related to him DM leaking during a Twitter argument, which has nothing to do with you at all. Also, I have no fucking clue who Edgar's Degradations is, and I don't care. Me and you have worked together, we have a professionally established connection, and you know that you could have talked to me at any point, yet you decided not to. Forget the lying to all your friends, forget lying to Dream. I think this really speaks to your character more than anything. I know that I've worked with Nicholas Diorio and John Swan in the past. That will not be happening in the future. Even when I was working with Diorio, I gave him the easiest part of the Sky House, which was...
Okay, so as far as like John Swan, right? I've said this from the start. He doesn't value friendships. He will sell these people out for his own benefit. And you have like, you can point to examples of him using his friends for his own benefit and to their detriment. So like for me, I was like, if they're friends, if John Swan is a better person than who he was before, he would reach out to Technicals and at least like talk to him. But he doesn't even fucking bother. He goes on with the fucking hit piece, never even bothers to get a fucking statement from Tech.
Look, the guy was willing to let all his friends be collateral damage for the sake of a stupid lie that all he had to do was cop to and be like, yeah, I did that, and just own it. You know what I mean? And just say, yeah, I was trolling. It is what it is. That's it.
Now, what happens when someone bigger comes along and goes like, hey, John Swan, let's fucking take Augie out, and then I'll help you out?
Well,
what do you think John Swan would do?
Keemstar tried to do that already with Diorio and them. Remember?
Well, yeah, but like John Swan doesn't have any credibility at that point.
I guess.
At that this was at the point when he was like, you know, borderline my channel. Oh my gosh, my channel. Like the only support he had was from those people. Like he literally couldn't betray them.
Only and he still managed to wait until the last week to even start working on it and gave me his piece at 7 a.m. I wasn't planning on working with him anyways. He's fucking lazy as shit, and I'm not a huge fan of his content either. I think it actually made my video worse. It's just the amount of obvious pseudo-intellectualism and moral grifting just to get ahead in the fucking commentary game. Oh, it's so cancer. I fucking hate all of you. Oh, and one last thing, please, for the love of God, do not go on Twitter and harass Turkey Tom. He is not Zaptai. Don't even go and harass Zaptai, okay? I have no problem with him uploading content. If he wants to come back and make a redemption arc, he has to prove that to his audience. And if they decide to support him, they support him. If they don't, they don't. Same exact thing for Zero. The next video we're going to do is going to be a PO unboxing video, and then I already have a 100K special in the works. So I hope you guys enjoy that. This has been the commentary double standard. If you guys enjoyed, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT.
Fucking bars.
Haitian J.
I like that it's a goat. He's talking about being the goat, but he's making donkey noises.
Oh yeah. I was like thinking that doesn't sound like the right animal, but I'm just gonna go with it.
Okay, all right. What does a goat sound like?
Bro, goats sound. They can sound like anything. They can sound like anything.
So maybe that's what a goat fucking sounds like where he's from.
Goats scream. Yeah, they scream. They go. Can't do it.
Yeah, some of them sound like people. It's great. You could look up a compilation of goats that sound like people. It's hilarious, man. They're like, oh.
Goats typically scream, or the ones I've seen scream, but I don't know, like.
Well, they go like that, kind of like that and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
What the fuck is this right now? What did everyone do? Goat noises.
All right, look. What were you guys' thoughts on the video? Honestly, before we wrap up the stream, because
I mean,
it was about to reach.
It was
the
really
deadline.
good. I didn't really have much issue with it.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny as fuck.
Hilarious.
Look, my thing is, you know, you.
It's really tough to debunk those points, like,
and
the commentary community's been not trying very hard.
It's not that it's just hard to debunk the points. The points stick with you because you're fucking sitting there laughing and being entertained by them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's memorable when you're sitting there thinking of how he made you laugh, even when it was on a point that you maybe didn't fucking like, right?
Well, that's what I was.
Yeah, the zap-tied pedo bear suit, like, dude, it's funny. Fuck off. It's fucking hilarious. Like, he did these things. Like, I don't think he's a pedophile, but yeah, I would make fun of it.
Be careful, because somebody will probably clip you incorrectly. Like, he didn't go to a school and steal a kid. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he didn't have an orgy with an alien and a fucking whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, right. I'm just saying, like, that shit in the video, it is funny. And the things that Zaptight actually did were wrong. They were inappropriate. So I don't see any reason why you shouldn't make fun of it.
I don't know, because like I think what pissed them off is we added nuance to Zaptai as well, and we added the fact that he did fucking look into law. So like being a lawyer, how the fuck did you fuck this up this bad? Or not a lawyer, but like knowing the field or whatever the fuck, or at least doing research for other projects.
It gives more context to that statement. Like, you're worth going to jail for. Like, dude, come on. He knows what he is doing is crossing some type of fucking line. Like, you can argue otherwise, but like
and he's a law major.
Yeah, I mean that's the other part. But like, and again, we're not. The thing is, if he were like a basic layman, he should still understand what he is doing is risky, right? But the fact that he has at least some understanding of like law, it would tell you that
some rudimentary understanding of the law.
I mean, he should, like, the thing is, the most basic thing is like just about anybody, just about anybody can go to fucking jail.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it should be that uncommon to know like federal crimes regarding either what constitutes as like something about statutory rape. That seems like it should be pretty obvious.
It's more like he should understand that there are nuances in the law as a law student, right? And that not every situation is black and white. And by that, I mean, he could be in a situation where, sure, it's legal, it's age of consent, but also we're exchanging really bad imagery that could be seen as child pornography. Like, I mean, you have some issues in that fucking situation. And the thing is, I'm speculating because, look, man, he could have been going to law to become like a fucking, I don't know, a fucking, what's a boring
copyright attorney.
No, yeah, a copyright attorney, a patent attorney. He could be going to fucking law school to become a fucking patent attorney, right? I don't know.
But he did research on other people's shit.
Like, yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot there.
Like Lion Maker, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so like it's creepy, it's weird, it's wrong. There's a lot of nuance there. And
he's more educated. He's more educated, I would say, probably anyway.
Well, he's formally educated.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word.
I mean, he was receiving a formal education at the time he was doing these things, and he had looked into other situations.
That ain't the only thing he was receiving.
All right.
Yeah, Alec, that's pretty smart. I'm not gonna
lie. I don't have too much else. I mean, like, again, this video, I think it's funny. I think you can address it without freaking the fuck out and spazzing, right? Like, it's just the reaction to this shit has been hilarious on all fronts. On all fucking fronts, it's been hilarious. And you can tell Technicals is like out in full fucking force on Twitter. Like,
dude, he didn't even go that hard. Like, let's be honest.
No, he doesn't have to go that hard.
He didn't even go that fucking hard.
I just mean like he's all over Twitter tweeting. He's like openly saying, "Hey, I'll debate you. I'll talk to you," and they're like, dodging. And dude, like, look, you don't owe him your time. I get that. I understand that. But optics is a thing. You understand optically you look like fucking pussies.
Not only that, it was like a lot of shit. They were like, "Oh, where's this video? The video's here. It's so bad. It's so shit. It's fucking garbage."
I'm gonna spend 2 days and make a fucking document to respond to it, but it's total shit and makes no good points.
I'm gonna fucking not talk about it at all after live tweeting about it. Then here's a stream. Then here's a twit longer about my fucking feelings. And
they just don't learn any lessons that everyone else has just gotten themselves fucked over by in the past, like Google Docs. That when you're losing, bad idea. Avoiding debates constantly, bad idea.
Obviously, didn't even threaten to call it Mutahar this time. Like Jesus.
Damn.
I mean, like, if he didn't threaten to call Mutahar, then even Tommy C acknowledges this shit's just dead.
Honestly, I think the situation is, I'm gonna jinx it right now. the situation is over unless someone in commentary pulls a Kai Weiss and goes schizo.
I don't think it's over. Like,
No.
if it's over,
I mean,
I'll be
it's
surprised.
mostly over. Like, they're going to be trying to keep this going forever, but it's like it's not going to be.
No,
anything
honestly, I don't
unique.
think that they want to keep it going. I mean, let's be real. This whole thing has not played out well for them either. And I'm not saying all of them. I don't mean anything like that. It's just they're look. It's not just the idea of views on your video and subs and shit, right? Just in general, this has made everyone look bad. It really has. You can deny it, you can argue otherwise, but on all fronts, it's made Technicals look bad, it's made Diorio look bad, it's made Augie look bad. I mean, Diorio's dealing with his shit with Tommy C at the same time, right? I mean, Tipster is like constantly struggling through his depression and shit. I mean, you have Tommy C, like, similar struggles with alcoholism. I mean, like, these people are dealing with a lot of shit right now. And then you have this on top of it, someone who is in their, trusted circle, quote unquote, and, they're all at fucking war with each other. It doesn't make any of them look good, right? So there's a cost to be paid here. I don't know where it leads to, but I don't think responding again and again and again to Technicals, especially after that fucking, it's bullshit, we're not going to talk about it, but then we're going to keep on talking about it to ourselves.
Wait, remember how they were
man.
talking about how all the situations had different nuance and like Technicals was stripping context from them? We should take a look at my clip and the timestamp I posted.
Okay.
It's
that's the last thing I'll play because I gotta.
Okay, yeah, it's a minute long.
Okay. There's no timestamp on here.
No, I mean
46:32.
Yeah.
46:32.
It was too long for me to clip, unfortunately, so that was annoying.
Yeah. Okay. All right, last thing we're gonna play.
I don't know. I don't know how this is like a difficult thing for this whole entire fucking community to get a grasp on. We're at a point now where the fucking commentary community or the fucking Smash Bros community is sending this shit. Is everybody a fucking pedophile? Is that what's going on here? I don't know. Because a year ago when fucking Kiwis got outed or every other fucking asshole got outed or whatever, something that was objectively bad. Okay, I'm not saying Zero did anything bad on that level, but it's pretty fucking
Why do you
close.
bring it
It's
up?
pretty fucking
Why do you
close.
bring it up if it's-
Okay,
you know it's not the
because
same?
we're generally against these people. We're generally against people that do bad things to children. All right, that's why I don't know why we're fucking giving Zero so much fucking credit. He did bad stuff to children. There's no fucking excuse for that.
Or does that tie?
Holy shit, dude.
I just want to.
A
Holy shit,
16-year-old
dude.
is not a child to Augie, okay? Relax.
Well,
What?
she's actually 14, so
A 14-year-old is not a child to Augie, okay?
Okay,
hold on.
all right
What is
then.
a child to
Hold on,
Augie?
it is. Never mind. My bad. I forgot.
What the fuck's then? What the fuck?
Listen, Augie is a
We're
complex
ending
man.
this
I just
stream
can't.
before Sen
I just don't
says,
get.
says
know,
anything
works in
legally
mysterious ways.
actionable against this channel.
Yeah, Augie works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, I
That's why
don't.
we love him.
It's funny because